What is up, guys? Houdini here, and welcome to something special, a brand new indie game. This is Tales of Kenzera. Now, this is a brand new game from African studio. It's voiced by the actor who played Bayek in AC Origins, if you remember, Abubakar Salim. I hope I'm saying that right. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, but he had this wonderful it was kind of presentation, I suppose, just to introduce the game, right? And it was really special. You could tell, like, this is a personal story to him about his relationship with his father and that. Like, it's just, oh man, it really absolutely just pulls at the heartstrings. So of course, like, this is a game that I've been just keeping in my memory. Like, I gotta support this, you know. And I love playing games from brand new studios. I've played games from Japanese devs, Western devs, even Irish devs, Indian devs. It doesn't matter where, you know. So it's really great to be able to do that and just supporting indies in general, you know. Now, this is coming out today. It just launched. It's on Steam, it's on PlayStation, on Xbox. It's also with the PlayStation Plus extra stuff. So yeah, if you feel like playing it, it's right there for you, you know. Really special. As you can tell, it is a Metroidvania. Now, I know we just played Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, but this seems to be doing something very different. I don't know how to pronounce that, the rest of that, so I was like, maybe best not to pronounce it till they pronounce it in game. Is it Zau? Is it Zeu? Maybe Zeu? I'm not too sure. There's going to be a lot of mispronunciations, but I'm really excited to get into this culture, the Bantu and stuff. Like, oh man, I'm here for it. Let me drink it all in. Hell yes. Okay. It's this gorgeous green color as well. It's like, damn, there's no game that has that color going for it. All right. Yes, EA Originals. These just like Unravel and Sea of Solitude. This is an indie program that EA supports. They all kind of started doing, Ubisoft, all of them started doing their own little thing. And it's nice, you know. I know being attached to EA might bring a little bit more bad press than anything. I understand that for sure. But trust me, if you're only looking at that, you're already doing yourself a disservice, because you're missing out on so many wonderful games. Even that game that just came out recently, Immortals of Avian as well. So yeah, support these EA originals, because trust me, like, as much as it sucks that you might feel like they have to get into bed with the devil, it's not quite that, you know. It's like, this day and age, you're not going to get a big publisher. And, you know, things like PS Plus and the Game Pass definitely offset. It's tough to make games, you know. It's extremely expensive. And at the end of the day, even if you finally get to that finish line and release your game, you're not guaranteed that you're going to get sales, you know. You're not guaranteed that everything is going to be made back and you can just go on your merry way and realize it was a success, you know. So trust me, like, this day and age, indies are just trying to get out there and be seen, you know. They can't all be Hollow Knight Silksong where they become a meme and they will never get the fucking game, you know. Or Hades 2 where it's already coming off a massive game, you know. You don't get that, you know. So word of mouth, streaming, all that kind of stuff really helps. So get it out there. Talk about these games. How's it going, Dynamite? Hello, sir. Hello. Yeah, busy week. We got Stellar Blade, Zanlan, and Tales of Kenzera. I love a good Metroidvania. You know, this is going back to the original Metroid, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. So I always keep up with these. Now, in the last couple of years, we've had Metroidvanias kind of blending with Souls-likes, and it's been really fun, you know, like Death's Gambit and stuff like that. Even Blasphemous as well. Yeah. Super fun. This one looks colorful and beautiful, and it's all about just celebrating culture, all the while also telling a really heartfelt story. Nice. So yeah, you might remember the presentation that they had at the Game Awards. Abubakar Salim, I hope that's how you say his name. I'm going to keep pronouncing it until I get it wrong or right. It'll just get worse and worse. I'm sorry, I can barely pronounce my own name, but he's basically the voice of Bayek from Assassin's Creed Origins. Alright, let's see. So we got loads of accessibility options straight off the bat. That's always good. Progressive text. Now, just before I went live, I gouged the fuck out of my finger, which is awesome, so it's making holding the controller a little bit annoying. Yeah. Good times. Alright, let's turn off screen shake. I actually don't like that because it fucks me up a little bit. Nice. Alright. Gamma correction. Graphics mode performance. Perfect. Whoa. Nice. So yeah, it's meant to be a very personal story. It seems to be about his late father. Like, he was getting emotional talking about it, and I completely resonated with someone experienced true emotion, you know, when it's very hard to see these days, especially on Jeff Keighley's stage. Sorry, Jeff, but you're like a fucking robot on a good day, dude. I don't know what is going on with you. That's what happens when you spend so much time in the industry. You're completely and utterly just oblivious to anything outside of just being that presenter, you know. New journey, load game, awesome. Yeah, so like I said, this is available pretty much everywhere right now. I think it's pretty cheap as well. I think it was like 17, but you can also get it on the PS Plus Extra, which is what I've done, and I'll be able to play a few more indies and a few more games that way, you know. I try and buy these at a month-to-month basis. Sometimes I forget to, but yeah, hell yes. Alright, let's get into this. Mother trucker, that's smart. That's smart. Alright, who came up with that phrase? I'll never know. So, it appears like the floodgates are completely open in Fortnite, huh? Oh my god, what is going on? Jesus, they can't keep a lid on anything now. It's wild. In loving memory of those who touched our lives. Oh, okay. Hopefully the audio is good. Let me know that good stuff. This game is a tribute to their enduring spirit. Lovely. But did you actually get over? Hey, Lacuna, how's it going? You and Pyro are like the ones that comment on the titles.
Every story begins at the end of another.
I enjoyed Prince of Persia. Now I heard this one is a little more, like obviously it's completely different studio. Look at this, Jesus. So yeah, it gives me like vibes of you know, just beautiful African culture mixed with that high technology of let's be honest, Wakanda, right? You know, it's got a little Wakanda going on there. But yeah, if you haven't played Assassin's Creed Origins, that was the birth of a new Assassin's Creed trilogy, and it was head up by the wonderful Bayek, you know, and his wife, and it just was really special. And it was our trip to Egypt, you know. That's a bucket list on a lot of people. Alright, Zuberi is his name. Okay, I hope there's going to be a lot of mispronunciations. I apologize about that, because we know that's going to happen. Yeah, I can already tell me squeezing on the controller is going to make my finger piss blood. I went and gouged the crap out of myself for a couple of minutes before I started. Yay! Yay! Yeah! How are you guys doing? Yeah, this is on the PS Plus Extra. You've got that.
I can't.
I know they're all getting a bit more expensive, but some great games on them too. Zuberi, okay. That's his mama. Let's see what's going on. So, sounds like yeah, here they are here. Surgeon Studios. It seems to be his studio as well. Seems to be highly connected to this project. Not just voice actor, you know. This is why he kind of came out and spoke about it, and yeah, I think he's got a massive writing credit on it as well, you know. Seems very close to his own relationship with his father. It's just beautiful. I love playing games from all around the world. It's so cool. You get a very small slice of their culture through game. You see that passion, you know.
Mama.
I played games from indie devs all around the world, and it's just it's very eye-opening and beautiful, from the art styles, the voice acting, to their take on different genres, to their story they want to tell. Like, it's so important.
I miss him, Ma.
You gotta, I know me getting
so
this on PS Plus mightn't be first-hand, you know, supporting them, but Jesus, it's as close as you're gonna get. It looks like Mama's pregnant.
I know. I miss him too.
She got like a prosthetic arm or something. Cool.
Maybe if you go to see him, pay your respects.
You can already tell this is just dripping in love already. Like when it comes to conversation, you can just have subtitles, but no, they went above and beyond and made this gorgeous little speaking arc. You know,
I can't do that yet.
Whatever you want to call that. It takes you back to like Tales. When you type this in, you get all the Tales of games, but no, this is Tales of Kenzera. The camera work really looked good. Yeah, that was nice, right? Really pretty art. Yeah, that was really smart of them to zoom out there. Very nice.
Mama, I can't.
The reviews of this are pretty high up there as well, you know, in terms of Metroidvanias. You know, these days it's become quite saturated, so it's hard to stand out from the Blasphemous and the Hollow Knights and the Prince of Persias and everything, but they'll do it. Seems to be a lot of cool powers as well, and a kind of a mass system, which is very reminiscent of Crash Bandicoot. I'm here for it. Of course, Crash Bandicoot's masks were kind of based on, you know, African culture and
for you,
Aztec culture and everything
for the
else.
days after. When Baba found out he was sick, the look on his face, the anxiety, The fear, the anger, even a little confusion.
His father's passed and he's left him kind of a diary or something.
But he had this sudden drive to write. He started this book. I think he wanted to make sure he had a good story to tell his son.
What's it about?
Tuesdays are like mad fucking crazy for all that Fortnite stuff, right? The Billie Eilish stuff. We've had all your old rock band stuff will work on it. Yeah, just fucking loads of stuff going on across the board. Pretty much all that stuff that was leaked is going to happen, I think. Pirates of the Caribbean, Star Wars, all that. Yeah, I think there's going to be a new Marvel season, Battle Pass and all that, where it'll actually be a story, you know, kind of finishing off the Galactus stuff that apparently was never finished way back when.
I don't know.
But it seems
But
like as much
maybe
shit as I
it's
give
for
Donald
you
Mustard
to
just because of his
find out.
name. Actually, I rag on Tim Sweeney more than anybody. But apparently Donald Mustard was actually the lifeblood of Epic and Fortnite and was the person behind all of the amazing moments, set pieces, end of season live events, all that. Hence why we haven't got one in about 3 seasons now, which is a fucking disgrace. But when he was doing the work, they said that he had been there for like 22 seasons or something.
Take your time.
I didn't know it was like that, you know. I knew it's been going for a long time, but Jesus Christ. There's a reason why it's the king. Look at these clothes. Freaking cool. Their hair. Gorgeous. It looks like it was carved out of wood. It's got that lovely, lovely animation. Wakanda culture vibes. Yeah. Story
Our story
began.
began at the end of a world I once knew.
Yes. So he's gonna read this book, and that's where we come in. Yes. Yeah. Last season we worked on was apparently chapter 3, season 3. I couldn't tell you. I hate that where seasons are after chapters. Doesn't make any sense to me.
The shaman's path is one of healing, one of guiding.
Nice. Is that one of those baobab
But
trees?
How does a
There's a
shaman
tree in
perform
Africa
his duties
that
when he is the
swells,
one
big
in need of
fat
healing?
tree, and it fills itself full of water
Of
for the
guiding.
dry season. Pretty cool.
Baba,
I'm not sure how to
Baba.
pronounce that. I hope they'll pronounce it because I'll mess it up.
I need you, Baba.
Is it Zeu? Would you say Zeu? Would you say Zau? I'm so used to playing Japanese
Kalunga,
games.
God of death,
Kalunga.
hear my plea. Kalunga, God of death, come to
Oh
me.
no, he wants to bring his father back, but you don't know what you ask. Careful. Oh, here we go. Got some elemental masks. He kind of granted these powers, are we? Seems so in the paint. Is that his father, you think?
Kalunga, God of death, guardian of the veil between the realm of the living and the dead. My name is Zau,
Oh, it is
shaman
Zau,
of
okay.
Amandla.
Alright.
And why Zau, shaman of Amandla?
My
Have you
first
called
instinct
me
was
to the
Zau,
realm
but I
of
just
the
didn't want
living?
to put a Japanese spin on it. I don't know. Cool. Zau it is. Alright, nice.
It is told that there are 3 great spirits who have denied you. And if a shaman can cross your veil,
3
having
great
shepherded these
spirits, I
spirits
sense
with death
bosses.
in tow,
Great favor by death, true wealth bestowed.
So he's trying
I know the
anything he
tale.
can to bring his father back. You can't blame him.
And tell me, Kijana, what wealth is it that you seek?
Loss is a
my
hard
Baba,
thing.
a sickness plagued him. You have taken his soul, and I am here to reclaim it back.
Around September 2022. Okay, that's
I seek
pretty
my
much
Baba's
pretty close
return
to when
in exchange for
I
these spirits.
jumped back in, right? It was like October or something. Yeah. Or was that 2023? No, it's 2022, I think. Been about a year and a half.
But those who fail,
Just when he left. With a man named Donald Mustard, how he didn't get into the food.
Kalunga's
I
grace
don't
shall
know.
know. I know what is at stake.
I was hoping, like, it was already drying up anyway. He was actually working on a new game or a new premise, which I think is what's become this new Fortnite platform. But obviously, he was going to call it like a toy box where everybody could play with everybody. That's what he wanted. Like, didn't matter if you were had Barbies or Spider-Man or whatever. Everybody played with everybody, from Nintendo to Xbox to everything. And he tried to get Nintendo skins so much, but Nintendo wanted to keep them on Nintendo, and that wasn't what they wanted, you know. So like Samus and Mario and all that, it just wasn't going to happen. So that's unfortunate, but that's Nintendo for you. Just like Sony, they're extremely insular, and it just hurts their platform and it hurts everything else. But you've got those diehard fans that will literally step on hot coals and kill in the name of a plastic box, and you realize that Nintendo are shutting down emulators and shutting down legacy content, and Sony refused to just get with the times, and yeah, shutting down studios as they go.
What do you truly?
In need
All I
of
see
some
before me is a
fucking
boy,
grand
a
cinematic
desperate boy
goal.
with a desperate plea.
That's not what we want. We don't want the same 5 fucking franchises that are doing the same thing. Horizon, God of War, Spider-Man, Uncharted, and Last of Us. All the same thing, different skin. For fuck's sake.
I am a shaman. My father's son, wielding his masks, knowing his ways. I can't do this.
Alright,
Words
I want to see
carry
what this
little
is
weight
like.
against
It
the
looks to
strength
be
of
quite
action.
fast, just like
But
Prince
you
of
have
Persia.
spirit. This much is true. We go east.
Okay.
Perhaps there you may prove to me you are
I'm liking how they've done the
task.
shadow. You see this? Like, it looks like glitch and paint, but it's actually that beautiful, like, magical shadow. It's so cool.
I will show you my worthiness. Show you the
It
grace
just adds
of the
such
moon.
detail, but you barely even notice it. Then when you do, you can't take your eyes off it. Alright, these are clearly the 3 gods there. You can see them, the 3 masks. Alright, cool. Whee! Alright, we're not going to be this small all the time, it's just for this screen. So you've got our UI, which is very minimal. We've got like an 8 down here, I'm not sure what that stands for. Nice. Yeah, as usual, Sony are extremely slow to the store updating. So this just went live, like, you know, at 5, so it's like less than an hour ago. People were pissed, but you know, for us coming back out of work, then yeah, we're like, okay, fine, it's waiting for me when I come back. But
I do not say
get
this to
pissy.
mock you, Zau, but this
I
is
don't know
not
why they're
Easterly.
so late, like 6
I
p.m.
know what I am
or
doing.
5 p.m. I know Britain and UK and all that is not their major fucking platforms and all that. I get it, but Jesus Christ, most of the day is gone. Like, my experience when it comes to gaming news, the world kind of comes alive at about 2 p.m. Right after my lunch. I noticed that the American side of things, and the reason for that is that most of the American stuff, the head offices are all usually around Seattle, you know. Nintendo and Microsoft are right there in Redmond, so they're on that East Coast, so they're 8 hours behind. So if you deduct that, you know, it's like 6-7 a.m. for them, so it really is the start of the morning. So Sony kind of do their own thing. I get it. Alright, this is cool. I wonder how come we start with all this cool powers and stuff. No doubt it's going to get stripped from us. I'm going to make a lot of mistakes here now because I can't hold the controller properly. God damn it. Be alright, I just don't want to be pissing blood all over the controller. Okay, the drowning swamps. He did say go east, right? And I don't know. I'm just gonna go as far as I can go in one direction. Let's see. Most of these games, you're going from
A shaman gate.
left
We
to
may
right,
be
you
missing
know?
something to pass through
Yeah,
it.
okay, cool. Nice. I'm surprised the God of Death is being so helpful. They're usually tricksters. And it's no problem helping you as long as it takes your soul in exchange or something. It sounds like Zau would be okay with that, you know? Stricken with grief. We're not making the smartest of choices. Alright, you got all the classic trimmings here of a really great Metroidvania. You've got wall jumping, you've got double jump. Very nice. Now, when is this stuff going to get stripped from us? A really cool, like, magic powers and elements. I like it. Oh, cool. So when the... Oh, so that's what the 8 is. The 8 is how many shots I can fire. Nice. And then it recharges. Okay, okay. You're going the wrong way. No, no, no. No. No such thing. You gotta go backwards, my friend. Trust me. This is where they hide all the stuff. If a game ever plunks you down on a level, what you want to do is immediately turn around and go the opposite way. If a game tells you to go a certain way, if there's a branching path, always go the other way. And trust me, you'll find secrets, you'll find weird shit, you'll find achievements and that. I'm telling you. No, I actually did go the wrong way. Shut up. How dare you? Do you know what? Rocket League has been super fun. I feel like I get better every session. We always get stuck with a dumbass. That guy left after we lost by... we were down 2 goals. And then fucking Dynamite came back and it was like 4-2 or something. It's ridiculous. One of those games, anyway. It was unbelievable. Like the comeback was so strong. I think even Barbara Streisand was coming out, you know? That bitch loves that fermented cum, don't you? Don't you, Miss Streisand? She has only lived on in perpetuity thanks to the giant meme that she's created. The Streisand effect. She couldn't leave stuff alone. Look how beautiful this is. Oh, so we got a dash ability. Damn, this is cool. You usually have to unlock this stuff. Nice. Take that, what a fun. Alright, this is really responsive. Like the input is next to nothing. Input delay. It's not even there, you know? That's so important. Because we're probably going to have timed blocks and stuff. Alright. See what we can do. I'm loving the music, loving the art style. Just give me a little bit of the old the Mask of the Moon. Malicious and deadly spirits roam the land of Kenzera. Alright. Defeat them. Mask of the Moon excels in both long-range attacks and crowd control. Hell yeah. Take it, bitch! Nice. You dead. Who dead? Complimentary tea bags. Cooper who doober. Right. I think it just recharges itself. Nice. I'm just gonna keep coming back. Heavy attack. Dash. Maybe they want me to kill him, hit enemies with aims. Okay. Wonder how you aim. Is you just hold it down? No. Oh, there we go. It's L2. L2. El Diablo. Nice. I was about to say, like, I thought usually you hold it down. I was about to say, can we aim it? Okay, alright. I don't listen. Sorry. I'll stay in a tutorial for 4 weeks. I don't listen to what it says. You're going the wrong way. Alright. Defeat the remaining enemies. Trying to read while enemies are shooting the shit out of me. Why do games do that? I hate that. Why do they make you read when you're trying to time your attacks? Reading is for safety. Alright, I got to do the whole thing again. The one time I looked down to read, they said, no bueno. Be careful out there. Reading kills. True. Save lives today. Bump, ba-dum, bump, bump, ba-dum. It looks like if you... Oh, that was weird. He's, that was very strange. His, collision detection wasn't on, so I couldn't move closer.
You wield a powerful mask.
Blood all over. Anyone want this new PlayStation controller? It comes with free blood.
I use the mask to channel.
I think I'm doing too bad to don't have. Yeah, dude, you're doing amazing.
Baba taught me the ways.
Holy
Graceful
shit.
is the flow. A harmony soaked in
You've got all the
virtuous
skills
intent.
down, like bumping your booty in the air and all that.
We should keep moving.
Your proficiency intrigues me, but yet it does not make you immortal, Kijana.
No.
You are injured.
I am fine.
Ow.
A gazelle that limps will struggle to outrun the lion.
That's true, and some gazelles will kick a lion in the face. I've seen
Maybe you are right.
I've
Fine.
seen a
I will heal.
wildebeest absolutely charge headfirst into a lion to get them off eating their young. Alright, spirit, yeah. Inflicting damage, cool. Then you heal, and also find healing orbs. Nice. Nice. Okay. Oh yeah. Look at that tiny, meager little health bar.
Unsettled.
You now walk with the presence
God,
of
that
death
dash
by your
is
side.
absolutely
The
banging.
spirits linger here, not ready to let go. You do them a service by performing your duties and giving them peace, Nganga.
Alright, like every Metroidvania, there's going to be places where you just can't get to yet. And you have to kind of let that OCD slide for the meantime while you come back and open things up later.
Sealed gate. No matter. There must be a key nearby.
There's something very satisfying about coming back and 100%ing areas. Let's see what the map is like. It's always very important in a Metroidvania, and wow, this one does not disappoint. I love this. I love what Metroidvanias are doing with maps now. Honestly, I think the biggest push forward, you know, that evolution in Metroidvanias was not Hollow Knight. It was actually Ori and the Blind Forest. And I know I go on about it. I know it was one of the first games I played on YouTube back then. But trust me, like, it changed things. Now, the first story, you can't even do combat that well. You're using this kind of spirit stuff. Second one introduces more of a sword, you know. The second one, actually, it hones in on Hollow Knight too much, and it doesn't kind of stand out as much. I love Ori and the Will of the Wisp, so it doesn't stand out as much as the first one did. Those amazing set pieces, escaping a giant tree that's been flooded and stuff like that. But yeah, everything, like, from the art that Ori does in its map, you can see it's even translated here, and with Prince of Persia. Well, all these little pieces of pixels and stuff, it does make... I'm just off playing Prince of Persia back in January and early February, so it's not been that long, so of course these things are going to kind of resonate, but you can tell this kind of art style stuff will allow you to make sense of that area, you know. It's really cool. And then you'll probably be able to put little stamps down and stuff. So we got our journey, Act 1, Act 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool. These are the masks. We got our skills. We got a lovely skill tree with the moon mask and then the sun. Okay, perfect strike at the perfect time, increased damage. Alright, nice. Light barrage, lunar blast. We'll find that out later. Seize. Hold 2 near projectiles, enemies on low health to put them in a stasis field. Release to launch them. Nice. Alright, okay, that'll be fun. Just throwing them around. Solar quake. I like that. Good ground pound. Crowd control. Nice, nice. Alright, and we got trinkets. We can't have a Metroidvania without some collectibles. Very nice. Seems like it's going to unlock certain things as well when you equip them. Only equip trinkets at a workbench. Okay, there would be a crafting thing going on here. And then good old Kotek. Okay, nice. That'll help us with all the bestiaries and yeah. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright. This music is so nice and chill. Well, definitely something's gonna happen with this moon mask. Oh, I smell the boss.
I will show you the strength of the sun.
Oh, we get to switch over to the sun now? Cool! Mask of the sun. It's more brutal melee. Yes! Holy mother of Christ! See, okay? Somebody call his mom. Alright, what's next? Find the key. Heavy attack. Dash. Right. I love that it smacks them right into that. Nice. Perfect. Don't you love a game where you can just pick up and play? There's no nonsense. Just a lovely story.
The mask of the sun.
Responsive
Baba
combat.
showed me that to wield it is to harness a most ferocious love.
Thank you, G.
Fiery flames of noble intentions.
Oh. You're going the wrong way.
Not just a boy now, eh?
Only time will tell.
The sun.
I'm thinking that this avatar for the god of death here, Kalunga, is probably his father, which is kind of messed up. What do you think? I'm thinking so. There's a familiar thing going on there. First one to switch between the mask of the sun and the moon. This is the dance of the shaman. Use the mask's unique combat styles to adapt to each situation. Okay. Situation. Cool. I wonder, will certain enemies be weaker or stronger to the sun and moon? Probably. Nice. So when you run out of that magic energy, swap over. Cool. That feels amazing. Anything over here? Nice. Oh. Did I not interact? Oh no, we gotta wait.
Eulogy. It is the spiritual property that resides in everyone
probably
and
some of the currency we're collecting.
Through your resonance as a shaman, it can accentuate your inner power. When the time is right, use this energy. Adapt it to your will. Through Eulogy Zau, you can become stronger
what a great
and
name.
faster than ever.
Okay. Alright. Shaman points. Okay, so that's our currency. Cool. Hell yes. I'll take it all. Yo, bitch. Now you can go behind and set the bloody place on fire. Alright. I wonder how that works exactly. Does it collect it for me? Boom! And we got these nice little crystals. Eulogy crystals. Nice. Yummy, yummy. Yeah, honestly, like, it's been that long since Hollow Knight. I think it's just become a meme, you know? It's become a damn meme. I don't know if half these people are actually even going to buy it.
There, the key. I cannot reach
Let
it.
me in. Alright. And people will miss out on games like this because of that. It's foolishness. It's time for everything. Go experience something new. Support these indie devs. You will not be disappointed. I've talked about the idea of palette cleansers, you know. We've just got off the back of, I think, 6 back-to-back giant RPGs, you know. Just fucking giant. We had Like a Dragon 8 Infinite Wealth. We had the Persona 3 fucking remake. We've had Rise of the Rowan. We've had Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. We've had Dragon's Dogma 2. I mean, the list goes on and on. I could name a few more a little bit older. Jesus fucking Christ. So if you couldn't tell, and all those are monster. Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 coming out on other consoles as well. Like, just monster games. So you can get burned out. You can absolutely get burned out on that stuff. So I definitely suggest indie games, man. One of the best palette cleansers you will ever have. It would just be like a mental hug, you know? Gaming mental hug. Whoa, what a shot. I can't even be mad about that. It was great. The angle. Come on, bitch. Go for this. Whoa! Come on, this ain't my first rodeo. Hell yes. You should see me in the rodeo. Whoa! Alright. Nice. We're getting that fluidity going. We're getting that timing down. Smack-a-doo. Feeling great. I love it.
You move with a fury,
I
shaman.
think this one even has a demo as well. There's been an awful big reception and push for nearly every game having a
The
demo.
Mask of the Sun and the Moon.
Or even trial versions.
Baba would say,
Great, I still
the
miss
sun
the
and moon never
demo
oppose one
disc
another.
days.
They
Maybe we'll
labor
get
for the
that
same
back one
purpose.
day. That'd be cool.
Never hold one over the other.
It's a
It is
website that
balance.
sends you out the
Come on, high.
demo discs.
Nakifo.
That would be cool. Nice. I really like that sun mask. Sheesh, look at that. Like a really cool, like, tribal warrior. Hell yes. Look, his hands have become those blades. What is that up there? I must have it. Is that one of the healing orbs? Oh yeah. Look at the mask symbol in the bottom left corner. Sheesh, that looks cool. Let me swap over to the moon mask. So you got magic and melee straight off the bat. This is wild. Like, I'm really impressed how there's been no inundated with tutorials, unlocking stuff. Like, either we lose this stuff at the first boss, or something else is going on. Boom! We came down here. I know we're trying to get that key. Let's see. Can we break through this? Let me in. Ooh.
A floating griot idol. Do you feel
Whoa.
that too? That's energy.
I do. It is not a sense of apprehension
It's got
or
a
fear.
cool mask or
only
skull shape on it.
Inspiration. It is coming. I want to go closer, but I'm not sure.
approach it.
Don't be
Zau.
afraid.
Awaken its energy.
Yes, I smell a new power. Oh, near the echo.
The boy stood
meeting
before a
of
being
death.
he was familiar with, yet a stranger to.
That's so cool. So we have he's reading the book and then it's happening because we're playing the game. I like that. It's like the narrator. Okay. Oh, it's music. Makes me feel like a kid again. I don't know why. Makes me think of all those games I played as a kid. Or just that sense of adventure and wonder, you know? Hell yes. One door opens,
Finally.
another.
Now to the gate.
Yeah. Remember that gate? Definitely don't have selective memory. No, you. Alright. Nice. Yeah, like, I played a lot of Metroidvanias when I was young. And it wasn't really known as that, you know. It's kind of, a lot of games were just that. I didn't have any of the Nintendo consoles, so I didn't have quite that nostalgia. But I played a lot of them on the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. And then when I got to PlayStation, that was when I got Castlevania. Like my first Castlevania was Castlevania Symphony of the Night, which was almost at that point the third, fourth, or even fifth one at this point. It was crazy, but it was really special, and I think it's always been the one that they've all chosen to, you know, take massive influence from. It's the other side of the Vania part. It's really cool. Playing as Dracula's son, Alucard. Castle goes upside down and everything changes into a wolf form and bat. You just beat the crap out of stuff. It's a really great game to min-max. Going back and collecting all those powers and stronger weapons and that. Fucking loved it. Alright, so we got the Lunar Blast and the Supernova. And we can use our special attacks. Here we go. Whoa! Cool, I can actually direct that a little bit. That's pretty cool. That'll be very useful for bosses that really like moving. Nice little bit of juggling there. Whoa! Alright, he's well armored. Well odd. And now he's juggling. Poor little guy, you okay? See ya! Cool, so that's Supernova. Okay, nice. That one's more of a crowd clearer. Good, good. Good to know. And the other one is a straight beam. Okay. Nice. Nice. Gotta get better at dodging that. I think when it slows down, it might be a different timing on that. Nice. Finish him. Alright, he was a little bit tougher. Alright. Cool. Kind of just testing out both super moves there. Alright, let's get through this gate. Open, says me. Perfect.
Zau, I have seen enough.
Oh, this is all fully voice acted. Wow.
Shaman.
That's not
This
an
is
easy
the road
task.
to
It's a lot of work.
Home
Keep
to
that
the great
consistency
spirit
up.
of the sky.
Obviously,
That is
then
our
you're
first
translating it
destination.
and stuff, you know.
The sooner I bring you the great spirits, the sooner you return my Baba to me, yes?
Now, zip it's gonna be that easy.
This will not be easy, Shaman. Those before you have tried and failed.
He's being too friendly. Remember, God of Death here.
Then I will not. Come, we're making little progress standing around. Get to Ikakaramba. Get to the great spirit.
Zau is dropping his guard a bit. Alright, we got a shaman point. Let's have a look so we can favor the moon or the sun. I would assume that you probably get enough points to do both, but you know, at the start you're gonna have to kind of pick one. Perfect time during a recharge to instantly fill Zau's. Okay, cool. Oh, nice! That's like active reload from Gears of War. That's fucking awesome. So when it recharges and it hits that little white rectangle there, it'll charge the rest, and you get a temporary damage boost. Hey, like one day I'll sit down and do all the Gears games. I'm kind of waiting to see what's going on with Gears 6. I know it's on its way, but I'd like to do those. They are fucking wonderful, and it's been a long time since I played the original trilogy. Let's see. Light attack combo, press X. Okay. Nice. Alright. Let's go. For skill, baby. Guys, this is a new area. Who made that nice? A monkey or something? It's cute. I like these signposts. Who's this?
The girl has a lilting voice. Give her a moment. Let her finish her
Wow, it
melody.
was her.
I cannot wait. Hey, move please. I said move. So, wait.
Oh. Damn. Well, we knew that was gonna happen. Oh, hold on, we got a cool section. Whoa! Okay, we do. Holy moly. Watch out, Zau. Oh my god. Okay. We're gonna need some razor sharp reactions here. Mama, can I get up there? Hello? I think I dropped something up here. Okay, buddy, chill. Buddy, chill. Unclench the butt cheeks. Unclench. Mama. Woo. You can slow down a little bit too. That's very nice then. Everybody okay? Oh, not today. Alright, who's next? Alright, let's do this. Boom! Oh, okay, that didn't work. Let's see, it definitely said square while it's recharging, right? There you go. Okay. Nice. I think you must stay in... Oh, I see, when you fail. Alright. So it's rewards perfect presses instead of button mashes.
Every step,
I
another
didn't
obstacle,
button mash,
another
you button
obstruction.
mashed.
The gates, the spirits, the girl, now this stupid bridge.
God of death, not God of lies. True. Hey, but sometimes they're the same thing.
I was not
They're all
expecting
tricksters,
that.
you know?
What?
We're rewriting history here.
A shaman to be bested by a bridge.
I lost to bridge.
It did not best me.
It did. You are careless. Since we began, you have been so focused on reclaiming what you feel is yours that you disregard
Getting
yourself,
scolded by
others,
his
the very
father.
journey itself.
What? That is not true. I am doing this for my Baba.
Recklessly charging with abandon, scaring a little girl.
Yeah, that was
endangering her
pretty
life
random.
and yours.
Well, how
this
is she
for your
blocking
Baba?
the bridge? Could you not have walked by?
You wish to walk this path. Do it with respect.
Yeah, I'm sensing definitely scolding from his father.
That girl up by the bridge. She was
Maybe he
calling to
didn't have
something
the
in the
best
sky.
relationship
She
with
may
his
know
dad.
the great spirit we are seeking.
Dads want the best for us, but they find it hard to just guide us in the right way, you know?
Perhaps. But first, you must find a way to the surface.
Let's go. I ain't scared of no ghosts. Whoa. Almost died immediately. See these little mushrooms. It'd be an awful shame if we were to eat some of them. How you feeling today, Lacuna? Are the edibles kind of worn off? We feeling dreamy. Jesus Christ, between you, Lacuna, and Dynamite, Jesus Christ, lads. You've been so kind. You don't need to be doing that. Like, he's already subbed, and you can see it there in your name, like how long you've been subbed for. These are too fucking kind. Thank you. I want to hit you all back.
I know this symbol.
Greatness.
Greatness.
Yeah, all these symbols seem very important.
Greatness.
Connected to Zau.
Fools chase it, yet heroes are found by it. What is such a symbol doing
Maybe an
here?
arena or a test of our ability?
I once saw my Baba paint the same symbol. It must be a way of the shaman. A challenge of some sort.
I was thinking that.
Not every challenge needs a challenger. Let us continue our journey. We have much
Oh,
to do.
that's a sense of come back later when you're stronger.
No, you do not understand. Beyond there is a power. I can feel it. One that only we can use. All I have to do is get through it. Prove my worthiness as a shaman.
The choice, as always, is yours. If you believe you can, then you must. But be cautious.
Crouch, huh? Oh, okay. I see. One of these kind of challenges, huh? Oh, I do enjoy these kind of challenges. Timing is everything. We'll see how they... Some good level design. See how they punish us, huh? You know, that's important too. Ow! Alright. Is that like an insta-death? Wow, it is. Okay, all the way back to the start. Interesting. Alright. Can't expect it to be too nice to us, you know. We're gonna get something fancy at the end of it. Just gotta do it right. Not quite at the position to know the length of my dash yet. So, please forgive. Okay. No. I don't know the length of my dash yet. That's pretty rough. It actually takes you back to the start and takes life off you. Sheesh. My. Oh, come on now. I would like a fucking action replay on that one. I didn't touch nothing. No. Be nice. I think the nature of the water sometimes will take a little bit more than it should. Alright, so let's see. I think this blue mushroom here is probably trying to teach us. Oh! Alright, it was not that hard, but just trying to figure out the length of my dash. The battering stance. Alright, cool. I'm going to enjoy those. I mean, I suppose the great question everybody's going to ask about this one is only a workbench, okay. Is how do people feel with this one?
I've seen these before. A shaman's
versus
trinket.
Prince of Persia just
See
came
how
out.
delicate it
Prince
is.
of Persia
Powerful too.
was done by the Rayman Legends team, and it's nothing short of brilliant. Some of that level design was beyond my little tiny brain, I'll tell you that much. It was truly something special.
Yes.
But this has
You
got
are
the
lucky, Zau.
whole might of
This power
Ubisoft
in the
behind
wrong
it, you know.
hands would be disastrous.
This is a small new
Today,
team who made
it
this
has
game.
found a hopeful
So
host.
to compare the two is a little unfair, but the quality of this is already here. You can tell. Very nice. I just
You
hope
are
they
a
can
shaman of
just
Kenzera.
want to keep it going,
Use this
keep
power
releasing
how the
powers.
others would have wanted.
Honestly,
For
with
good,
new
for
Metroidvanias,
greatness.
you want to have a very delicate balance between backtracking and progress. It's super hard to get right because it comes down to the player as much as it comes down to the developers. As a player, you can have an extremely OCD player who will not progress until he's 100% and then goes to the next area 100% that, you know. This is why Ubisoft's model has been used and reused, you know, for each area, even though most of us will definitely agree that we're kind of getting sick of that similar open world model. And other people will know better, where it's like, if you get to that point of no return of a Metroidvania, so if you push through those 10 hours and just enjoy the story, enjoy yourself, and leave all the difficult level stuff and the optional stuff right until the end, until you've unlocked each power, you actually cut down on backtracking. Now you're going to be a little bit weaker, and it's going to be trial by fire, because maybe you won't have as much health upgrades, you might not have as much power upgrades, whatever, but you'll most certainly cut down on backtracking, and then you go back and you start to clean it up. So it just comes down to, do you prefer to do all your homework, or do you prefer to do it piece by piece, a little bit Friday evening, a little bit Saturday, a little bit Sunday, a little bit Monday morning, you know? That's what it comes down to. So to each their own, you know, and that's the beauty of video games. There is no wrong way, right way to play it, no matter how many people try and gatekeep you. From Software Games is such a fine example of that, and all these newcomers that came into Elden Ring, and just watching them have to put up with some of the, you know, smaller but still very much alive toxic side of that fan base. Like any fan base, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. It happens with popularity, you know. You bring the good with the bad. Okay, so we have that. We have to find a workbench. Where's the next place you want to go? Okay, he said go to the surface, but clearly we're going down south. So I think I need to go back and go that way. Nice. Very snappy UI as well. Super important. You have no idea. We take that stuff for granted, but being able to just access the map, I hate having to wait for that stuff. And honestly, as spoiled as we are, the difference between a UI that moves in less than 1 second to 3 seconds is the difference between you not going into that UI, you know? It's as simple as that. And it's pure because we're spoiled. That's all it is. Even I stand here and tell you that we are spoiled as gamers. Because I know. Because we can't move without a new game coming out. It's pretty damn special. But what do? We piss, we moan, we argue, we give out, we review bomb, we give fucking death threats to devs. We are spoiled children. That's all we are. It's very, very simple stuff. But we will learn, you know. God forbid these devs ever disappear, stop making indie games. We will learn to appreciate what we have. Finish what's on your table before you move on and destroy another game. There has to be a fine balance of... Whoa! Oh, did you see that? I dodged it back into it. There has to be a fine balance between being critical and having fun with a game, but, you know, say where its strengths are and say where its weaknesses are.
Did you really
That's
think
why I
that
think
the bridge would best me?
Yes,
the YouTubers and that, there's been such a
Shows
way
how much
better
faith you
help
have in me.
than any of these journalists
Yes,
ever
it
were.
does.
Even before YouTube reviews and stuff existed. I'm sorry, but they're real people. Some of them are paid, you know. Free codes, brown envelopes, sponsorships, collector's editions, giant statues being flown around the world. You name it, you know. So always take that stuff into account. For the most part, though, the smaller guy, he'll be honest with you. I try and be honest with you, you know. Even if sometimes I come off quite heated in certain sections of the game, or maybe I'll say stuff that I mean in the moment but don't really mean, you know. Workbenches, okay, cool. But it is important, but somewhere the message gets lost, you know. Somewhere between you actually being critical of something and going all the way to Steam review bomb or death threats, something gets lost, and I don't know what it is, but there's some goofy bastards out there, and they need to touch some grass and get some therapy. The never sleeping spirit soar in the air. Okay, are we going to be able to equip all of these? Or how does that work? Are we going to have a system? I think it's just one for now in the center, right? So juggling enemies in combat increase the amount of spirit gained. Nice. And then we have the battering stance, which is one of the first we got. Damage inflicted by slamming enemies into each other or the environment is increased. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Bam! I'm assuming we'll probably get more little slots in the middle, maybe. Nice. I'm enjoying this so far. Just really great pick up and play. My goodness. For those on the Switch or the Steam Deck, you really are just looking at something very special. Bam! I'm faster than you, door. How dare you, door? Schmagadoo. Who's next? I'm bulletproof. No! Don't shoot after me, you little shite. Look at him. Get out of here, you little shite. I will juggle you forever. Whoa. He's an exploder. Oh, shoot. Ow, they're all exploders. Okay, owie. I'm telling my mom. Watch out, he's danger. Oh, man. Take me by the hand.
They have abandoned their jesting nature for spite. Do not underestimate.
Can we use the waterfall to jump off? Something tells me that we'll be able to do that later. Maybe even freeze the waterfalls. What's up, she? Hey, Steve-O, what up, dude? What up, dude? And Bernie, how's it going? No one talks about the Ark anime show. It must have been bad. No, I think it was like 6 episodes. They kind of dumped it out, you know? It's pretty tough, like word of mouth. And that's another reason why these goddamn devs and showrunners and all that, they do not still understand how important things like streamers and YouTubers and all that is. Word of mouth is the most important tool in advertising. So stop paying $500,000 for a fucking giant sphere in Vegas or a 3D billboard in New York and start getting the word out there, you know? See, we're losing all the magazines and stuff, and that's a big loss. These magazines are cool. Did you see that today there's a setting in Fortnite where you get, yeah, dude, they must have been listening to you. And it's the ones we all hate, like the donkey laugh and take the L, and yeah. It's a tough one because it's, you know, it's good that they put that in there, but it also shows that they're bending the knee as well, so it's tough. You know, we do live in a snowflake world, and no one likes getting those emotes. You know, I don't like any emote after I die. I usually quit out to, because it's just stupid. Like, guys will third party, and you know, you're picking up your friend, and then third party you, and then emote on you as if they created some big challenge, as if they climbed Everest and came back down to eat their fucking you know, fruity pebbles. It's just so stupid, and that's because these kids have nothing else half the time, you know. So yeah, if you win the game, I'm like, fucking emote your balls off, you won the game. But after a common everyday little fight, when most of them don't even really win, they just, you know, came in on a half-broken team. Plantain one, yeah, what's that about? What is that about? Knowing the stupid little toxic nature of kids, they've probably somehow connected plantain with a culture and then decided to use it to diminish a culture or something. I don't know, dude. Trying to make sense of kids and memes and edgy behavior. Like, we were edgy little fuckers back in our day, you know, even 07 times. But it's pretty basic stuff. Nowadays, it's like, the memes are gone to hell. Like, you can't understand any of this stuff. What is that about? I don't want to know. But yeah, so do you see all the leaks that happened, Steve-O? Like, it seems after there was a Billie Eilish that confirmed it, then there was a Lego farming thing that confirmed it. There's basically been 3 different pieces that have been confirmed now, and to me that's enough. Like, you know, 3 strikes are out. If it was one thing, you're like, okay, it might not actually be all of that stuff, you know, but it's now, you know, it's now 3 things. Dope. You know, Mouse had mentioned about, you know, the One Piece. We'd all heard about One Piece for a long time, but she had mentioned, I need 2 for that, okay. She'd mentioned about it flooding and stuff, you know, but it seems that way. It seems they're going to do Pirates of the Caribbean as well. Which, would that coincide with a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie? Like, what's going to happen there? Metallica's coming, thank God. Yeah, they might actually put a name on it, because they've had like Master of Puppets and stuff, but no no like name. Like these kids are like, I love Master of Puppets. I'm sure you do. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. To me, like, it's that Fortnite festival stuff and all that. It's getting to that point where I can see some really rough things happening. You know, we can't even keep games around that have songs in it. Imagine what that's going to be like.
Good people.
And the guys who started all that shit with music licenses, it was Metallica, so I could see them being the first to go into the store like that and then the first to leave. We'll see how things go. If it's done properly and handled well, which it should be, it'll just be like Spotify or anything else, you know. But as soon as those licenses go, you're going to have a game mode that will have nothing in it. It's going to be like playing a Just Dance from 2019 and you're like, yeah, it's got 4 songs left in it or whatever. We'll see. Music license is a rough thing, but once people are happy, they need to do some more emotes with it, you know. Like, it's high time we got some customizable emotes later. Let us add our own music to emotes and things like that. It'd be really cool, especially with the license stuff. I think that'd be awesome, because a lot of time you just have to break out the drums with the guitar in the middle. It's like, who the fuck wants to do that in the middle of a match?
Their only wish is to care.
They'll figure it out.
They rejuvenate and
welcome
others.
There's farm animals
They help.
and taming animals in Lego Fortnite. We're getting closer. I've been saying they should add pets, you know, because the Battle Royale side of stuff has very little to buy. There's so much stuff that nobody uses and no one cares about. Like contrails, who fucking cares? Normal ass skins as well. That's just something left over from Call of Duty, but no one actually gives a flying fuck about that stuff. It's fine, but it's like, we need that. Like, if you go through the Battle Pass right now, it's just so devoid of good free stuff. We like our skins and we like our emotes, but they're few and far between. We need something else. I don't want fucking skins. I don't want those stupid... The emotes are fine, but I don't like the emoticons. You know, the little fucking face drawing things, whatever the fuck they are. That's really low tier. Same with contrails. It's fun for a second. Gliders are fine because you see them so often. You very rarely get to see your contrail. That's just the first dive, right? You don't really get to see it. Even if you use a launch pad, it's mostly your glider, right? So yeah, add some more stuff. Add some pets. I know we have backpacks with pets in them. There's like 3 or 4 of them. But it'd be cool to have a little pet floating beside you, right? It might give it away. It might make it easier. But the best would be have it floating beside you or wherever you want it. Run along beside you and just don't give it a hitbox, you know? It's very simple, like, so people can't just start sniping your dog or your parrot or whatever you have running around with you. I think that'd be a no-brainer, right? And then let them dress up and have little Lego versions. It's all there, you know? It really is all there. I'd be down for that. And the vehicle stuff needs to be completely rejuvenated. They're sleeping on that. Like, I know Rocket Racing's just doing its thing, but how we don't have customizable bikes, any car we want, any kind of vehicle, even fucking tractors, I don't care. Just driving around a little John Deere, I don't fucking care. But just come on, like, it's time. This season has really proved how bad the cars can get, unfortunately. I couldn't believe it. Like, I was watching where one wheel was in the water and it slowed the car to a crawl, and then there was a bit where I drove on the train track and it sped the car up, but then I moved a little bit and then it slowed down. It's like, who designed this stuff? And then obviously the cow catcher and the big tires, which really did just make everything so much more fun. That needs to be a staple forever, you know, in some capacity. You don't call it cow catcher, it doesn't have to be big wheels, but just something else. Because it did have its own issue. The cow catcher would get stuck in the road sometimes. They'll figure it out. There's time, you know. I worry about if Donald Mustard really was the creative guy, we're gonna end up going downhill before we get back up, you know. But yeah, they're gonna do the Star Wars, which we know, and maybe Pirates of the Caribbean. There's mention of another Marvel mini season where it'll be like the actual conclusion of the story. It might coincide with Deadpool and Wolverine and stuff like that. So we'll see. I don't know. We all have enough of Marvel at this point, but it is what it is. Disney and Epic are so far in bed together. Look at these little cute guys. This allow us to fast travel. Nice. Trinkets, echoes. Okay, so we already got a nice little touch of things to go. Now you get that feeling in your bones. You want the first boss. Bring it on. So yeah, we'll see how things go on. It's a game like I'll still always play. Like I have no problem taking little breaks here and there, but you know, it's free. We all have access to it. We grow in and out of love with it.
It looks just like the sun and moon masks.
It is what it is. It's a platform, you know. It's just one of those things. Metallica, yeah. Rob Zombie. Dude, that'd be great. You've been wanting all the classic horror guys. I hope that'll happen soon enough. Ghostface and Freddy and... What was that? Bamba Stone. Wearing the moon mast. L2. Aim. Launch Bamba Stone. Freezing enemies or moving water. Did I say we were freezing these waterfalls?
I feel different.
Rumors of Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, like, what skins have they got left? Like, I did see, what's the chick, Helga, or Hel? Yeah, the Kate Blanchett's one from Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, I saw her with the full crown and everything, so that'd be cool. But what skins are left, honestly? You'd be better off looking to the future more than anything else.
Adithya Bamba. The tale tells us his legend. Long ago, the villages surrounding Ikakaramba were at the mercy of raging floods.
Saccharin champion
It was
Hulk.
Bamba, a young shaman.
It's like
who
Hulk
would
with
quell
the
the water's
armor on.
rage.
You think they put Red Hulk in there? Alright, how's it going, Pyro? Red Hulk there. I think they're trying to make Harrison Ford be Red Hulk. We'll see where that goes. Red Hulk, Jesus Christ, I remember growing up, there's so many fights, so that'll be fucking cool with that. But it still pisses me off because they're pushing all these other characters and won't give us Planet Hulk. It's so weird. It's like, what, you have no problem doing all this kind of stuff? Imagine if you got like Abomination in there. I enjoyed Edward Norton's Hulk. I really did. And I even enjoyed Sam Raimi's Hulk as well. People fucking... No, it wasn't actually. Was it Sam Raimi? I think so. Yeah, I think it was actually, wasn't it? Way back when they had fucking Chris Christopherson in it. And they had Eric Bana as the Hulk, as Bruce Banner. And I think Jennifer Connelly was Betty. Like, that movie was really cool. It was very comic book focused. You know, all these panels would like slip into the shot and then come back out, and it was cool. There was some stupid bits where like mutated a whole lot of poodles and they became like Hulk fighting these prissy pink giant mutated poodles. So there's a lot of goofy stuff, but how they showed the gamma and the nuclear testing, and it was really well done. I don't care what anyone says. I stand by that movie. It's trashed to this day, but I've seen worse. You know, I've seen a lot worse.
Bamba took a small stone, imbued it with the power of the moon, and threw the stone from the Highlands Peak
I think
when the waters were at their angriest.
that Hulk looked better. He was a little more cartoony. I think he looked better than Edward Norton's Hulk, but Edward Norton's Hulk was a better movie, you know, that kind of way. Edward Norton's Hulk, he was too small, and they were obsessed with his muscles, so there's just so many parts where you could almost see his muscles like ripping. It was a bit too unrealistic. He looked more like a human that was bursting out of his skin rather than Hulk powering up, you know. And then it became, at that point, the MCU was kind of doing its thing, so it became too much about doing these trademark things, you know. It wasn't about just a good story anymore. So you had to get the Hulk smash in there so they could sell the toys. They had to get the thunderclap in there. Yeah, just certain things like that. A lot of wasted potential as well, obviously. I mean, you've got William Hurt, he's kind of passed on now, and you got fucking Liv Tyler, great actress. A lot of backseaters, you know. It's like, these are heavy hit actresses and actors, and they're backseaters. Like, that's not, like Tim Roth also, you know, coming off of, what's that show he was in, Liar, something Liar. Anyway, and yeah, he's a great actor as well. He played Abomination, but still didn't quite get enough of his part. And then we had, like, The Leader was formed as well, and then he just, nothing became of that. Like, Mark Ruffalo's done a good job, but after Joss Whedon came along, he got the comedy out of him, which was great, but then he just became the butt of a joke and never got in any of the other fucking movies. Like, even when it came to Infinity War and Endgame, it was like he had erectile dysfunction or something. He just couldn't become Hulk. It was just really poor showing after the first Avengers movie just being unbelievable. Like, having him punch one of those big fucking alien spaceship things was awesome, and just, they've never done Avengers as good as that ever again. Everybody got their moment, even shitty Hawkeye and Black Widow, which is kind of, they're just humans with stuff, you know. They did a great job, but we never had that again. Anyway, what happened April 30th, Sammy Hagar is getting 2,779 stars. Is that true? That's so many stars out there? Wow, dude.
Away from danger.
That's too much. I thought there was only like 100 or 200. Wow. It's getting ridiculous now. That's madness. It's gotten to that point where it's milked down that it doesn't feel the same. A lot of people that still deserve them. Yeah, it'd be cool to get loads of horror greats in there. Like with Dead by Daylight, they get away with it because you're not putting an AK-47 into their hands, but I get it. Like, it doesn't bring it down. I mean, I thought this was going to happen with Jack Skellington for Disney. I'm like, this is so weird, man. But eventually you just get over and get on with it, and it's really cool. Half of us are just buying these skins to emote with anyway. You very quickly forget completely about that there's a gun in their hand. But
Now,
isn't that exactly what's going on with
means
the
to
world
imbue you
with these
with your
sensitized?
predecessor's
But I
power.
can confidently say
Bamba
SAO.
Stone.
We'll say Ireland. What is that, dude? That's so weird. Is that supposed to be a emote? Shit out of luck or something? No. Company say Sword Art Online. What's going on? Last night I got back from my trip all over Ireland, tried to hit all the major spots, but I only had so much time. Nice. Say that Ireland, Scotland are similar. So they're not, you don't think they're similar at all? The cities are probably different. I meant to. Alright, it's bugging. Yeah, it's weird, dude. I don't know. Just a whole lot of letters, and I got this OBJ. What the fuck? It's probably something else. Probably Twitch. 2024 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame artist and Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige for Rock and Roll. Cher for Rock and Roll. Dave Matthews Band. Rock and Roll. Dave Matthews Band is like fucking easy listening fucking dentist office music. Cool in the Gang. Ah, lads. What the fuck is going on? A Tribe Called Quest, it's rap. Foreigner, okay, I would allow Foreigner, I suppose. Peter Frampton, yeah, obvious. Aussie, obvious. Jesus Christ, man, they're running out of names, are they? Mary J. Blige. Are they fucking crazy? That's hip hop, R&B, you know. Mother of God. I meant, yeah, no worries. They're definitely different. Yeah. Need to hit a Scotland tour to distilleries, right? Exactly. Yeah, you guys are far more like ancient Celtic stuff, you know. There's stones everywhere. You're way more hilly and that, you know. Parts of old Ireland, the old west and that are more like that, though.
What is funny?
Would you say Galway is closer to a Scotland city, a town?
Sorry.
You've got a mix of
Bamba Stone?
port,
Is that really the
touristy
name?
stuff, and the good nightlife. Did you experience any nightlife at all? See, that's a big part of it as well, whether we want to admit it or not, and whether you drink or not. The nightlife for all of these cities and towns are a big part of it. Whether you're getting inundated with a bunch of drunken bitches on their hen night, or a couple of dudes asking for a fight, that's a small part of it, but it's just the crack, you know? Joining
These are
in,
the
walking into a
stories of your
pub
ancestors.
mid-trad
He
session.
gave of himself, and the people here
Ireland was very
reveled
flat.
in
Yeah,
his
exactly.
sacrifices.
That would be the first thing you'll always notice. We have a lot of hills and we've hilly towns and that, but not like you guys. You guys you're literally built on a giant stone at this point, for sure.
I mean, for throwing a stone.
Shit, Edinburgh itself
You
is
got
like
a shrine for that.
any which way you go, you're walking up a hill. Even you walk down the fucking hill and you're walking up a hill. It's like Jesus Christ.
His
It's like
experiences are
the
embedded in the
pendulum
masks
steps
you
or
carry.
whatever they're called.
Use these teachings
Ireland
well.
2 for taters. Yeah, exactly. St. James's Gate. I couldn't really avoid it, Dublin. I was over in Temple Bar and it was wild the night. Yeah, dude, it is. It doesn't matter what night it is. It doesn't matter anything. Good on you, man. Did you enjoy it? Any bad experiences? Try any food right now? We're not that different when it comes to all that stuff. Yeah, Temple Bar, like anything else though, is just a giant melting pot. It is good crack. It always cracks me up to see people bam! Just taking pictures and stuff, you know. There'll be a couple of lights and that. Do I have a timer on this? Probably. Hold on, how am I supposed to make that? Woo! I just saved myself. Oh, yeah, hell. Alright. I could be less wider, but I think they're trying to give them room so you can get back up. I knew we were gonna freeze these. Want some of this? My little exploding friend? Oh, hell no. Stay up there. Stay a while and listen. I see you up there, you little shit. Come on down. Can I turn him invisible? Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. Basically the same as the night out in Scotland, just different accents. There you go. Yeah, agreed. Same old drunken hunters and cunters. Smack-a-doo. Watch out, he explodes. Ow. Gotta keep telling myself that. Nice. Knocking them into each other is super fun. It's so responsive. Yeah, like trying to time the magic on the recharge when you've switched over to the sun is not going to be something I'll do very often. Keep the cap.
Kunga? Do all shamans get shrines?
No. The actions of the Nganga dictate who does and
Anything else? Okay.
who does not.
So we're already getting that first power that can be used for that Metroidvania style going back. Look at these little dudes. They're so cute. Hello. So can we fast travel out of here then? That's where we need to go. Oh, that's the workbench. Okay, cool. Hello. The interpreter ever went over there. Yeah, for real, Jesus. It could be all good in Ireland, but Scotland. Sheesh. Especially the Glaswegians, but everywhere else will be good to go. Is this a new area? Kinda. What's in here? No, I think I did this already. Maybe. Give me a little bit more, you see that? And I gotta allow that to unfreeze so I can get through it then. Perfect. Really nice colors, really nice use of the engine here. Good job. Anything else over there? Nope. Woo! See if we get, like, we've already got a double jump and a dash already, so interesting to see what they do. I wonder what the point of this is. Are we coming back here, or is there something I don't know? There's like a button or something up there. What is that? I see you. You charge this up. Boom! Did not do it. Just fire trailing fast. I see. I see. Alright, we can't go that way. It's definitely something for later. Needs to go back up that way. Okay. I do notice something now. This is a small bug. Coming out of the map, I can't really move the character very well. It seems to freeze. Something's freezing. I'll figure it out. Oh yeah. So yeah, definitely some exciting stuff coming. If they pull off One Piece and Pirates of the Caribbean, it would be cool. Like, boats have always been funny with the torpedoes, and then a little bit of messing around and that. Well, you can't shoot very well from them, right? I think we all agree on that. That's obviously something they could easily. They could even do like a Sea of Thieves, maybe. I don't know. Sea of Thieves collab. Any kind of pirates will work. Now they did do like a skin survey, and I will say, next to none of them
will have a shrine, as will I. When I bring him back, they will tell
next
our
to none of them was pirates
Hidiki.
though. It was
I will show
mostly
you.
neon samurais.
Focus on the
And I'm like,
now,
are we
Zau.
going back to neon?
I am focusing. I know what to do. Return to the surface and seek out this Ikakaram guy.
Nice. That almost got 2 points. Didn't seem to raise that too much. No, there is fall damage. Let's not test it. Oh, is this stays closed? Really love that crystal effect. Beautiful. A beautiful ripe banana. This one, is that not good enough? I mustn't have held it down. This one just came out today. What did I do wrong? It's also available on PS Plus Extra. You don't need the premium stuff. And you might have seen this at the Game Awards. Yeah, the actor who plays Bayek in Assassin's Creed origins. This is pretty much his baby. He seems to be attached to the writing and the studio in a big way, you know. It's not just a hired voice actor, you know. Abubakar Salim. Seems like a good, honest dude, you know. A personal story. Kind of lost his own father and wanted to have this game as a tribute to him. He's very nice. Yeah, see that? I don't quite have movement there. I'm not sure what causes it. Maybe if I keep the cursor there? No, I don't know what causes it. I think what's happening is I'm holding down the analog to move in the map, so when I exit the map, the game isn't registered that I'm still holding down the analog. Does that make any sense? I've seen this happen before. It can happen in tank games with tank controls. Oh, I'm supposed to freeze this slow. There you go. Take that, waterfall. I wonder can I refreeze it? Take that, waterfall. Oh, for some reason my my dash did not work. Did I spend it already? Yeah, I think that's what happened actually. The issue is that the jump is too wide. It's too wide. The jump is too wide. I can't wall climb on that. I don't know why they're making a wide jump there. I think it's so that you, if you run out, you can. That's strange. It's like I have to do this. No, that's why is the jump so wide? There you go. That's the awkwardest shit. The jump is far too wide. It needs to be tighter. It's a very simple thing you gotta do there. I think they've made it. Ah, see. But then you risk jumping into the spikes. They've made it wide so that you can reform the waterfall. You're not really gaining any traction from wall jumping there, you see. You'll see what's going on.
Over the broken bridge, Zau. Please do not fall this time.
I would never. Alright. Okay, so we can buy one of these. Increase the maximum amount of light charge to 12. Sheesh! Light barrage, press and hold. Build up the intense power. I'm not a great fan of charged anything. Honestly, the only one I've ever really enjoyed in a game, fully, like timing and everything, was Bloodborne. I fucking gouged the shit out of my finger just before I started, so it's just pissing all over the controller. Isn't that great? My PS Plus ran out. I might have to renew it. Yeah, I wasn't going to myself because honestly I've just been playing a bit of Rocket League and Fortnite and a few others, and they don't require PS Plus. But I wanted to play this, Dave the Diver, and a few others. It has all the Ubisoft stuff as well, so it's okay. Getting the extra one, I would never suggest the premium one ever. Like, even if you want to play some of those old ones, trust me, they're emulated. They're still 4:3 ratio with black bars. The trophies are badly implemented. The controls are badly implemented. I don't think I've seen a single one of those premier titles that are, you know, brought forward, like Siphon Filter and stuff, that have been given the proper love they deserve. Especially when you see what's going on now on phones. Have you seen this? For the longest time, Nintendo has been shutting down every emulator, everything they can, you know. Just recently they got rid of the Yuzu Switch one. But Apple decided, fuck it, you're allowed to put emulators on our store now. And they put one on, I can't remember what it's called. It's like, I think it's called like NS64 or something like that. But it goes on your phone, right? And you play all these games. And then down the bottom, it has the touch controls in that controller from that generation. So you got this beautiful purple square. Now, you know, it's obviously going to reflect on how big your phone is. But Jesus, some of the stuff is just gorgeous. You can even play the DS games and have both screens on your phone. It's actually really cool. And as you can imagine, it's selling like hotcakes. Now, you're going to still need a proper BIOS. Which is something you get from a real console. This is where the line of emulator and pirating is very, very grey, you know, because a lot of us will use fake. I used to run PS2, PS3 emulators, and you can use fake BIOSes, but one of them usually has to come from an original console. You can just buy them off the internet as well, where people will just buy them just to use the BIOSes as well. It's kind of like the serial code anyway. And then when it comes down to the fucking all the other stuff you need then as well. Like you need the individual file for each game, but you know, that's the ROMs themselves are usually the easiest thing to access, even with the big boys like Emu Paradise being shut down by Nintendo a good few years back. But trust me, like every fucking free movie service out there online, when one dies, 5 or 6 replace it. It never goes away. You're all good. That kind of stuff, when it's personal use, I have no problem recommending and believing that emulators are not just fucking important for the industry. They're the only thing stopping us from losing all that old legacy stuff. Yeah, you could be a collector, you could turn around and your whole fucking back of your YouTube video is covered in 3,000 or 4,000 video games. You know, you have like 10 or 15 grand's worth behind you, but not everybody's like that, you know. And if you live in Japan, you can walk into a store and get all your classic favorite consoles and games for as low as $50. But go on eBay and those fuckers are worth thousands. But you know, they're in their Japanese. You need to know your Japanese, right? Some of that stuff never made it to EU. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna get this middle one, huh? Perfect time to deflect upcoming. Yeah, or we could go get this guy. What's going on here? Instead of form, airborne, increases radius and damage. Guess this one's increased that as well. Okay. Alright, now I'm kind of liking this magic. Let's do that. Nice. Cha-ching. Okay, so where's next? Follow the girl. So I'm going to try and get over here now, huh? You think I can make it over there? Maybe we can make it. How are we going to pass this bridge? Talk about the waterfall. I know I can double jump. Maybe I can make it. Raw. Just about. I guess because we are British. Interested in your use of Gaelic on your signs and trains is a lot more. Yeah, I noticed the train announcements all came in Gaelic. Yeah, exactly. They do. That's something that's only been a major thing in the last, say, 15 years or so. I think when we started to celebrate the like 100-year fucking independence as well. Like there's always been, usually in the west of Ireland, there's always been a huge connection to Gaelic, you know. But most of
surprising to see
Eastern, not so much. Like the Midlands and Dublin and that don't really give two shites. But they've made a huge effort last like 15 years to really push everything.
All questions for the girl to answer.
It's part of our identity and it's a good thing.
You should be considering your apology.
But for the most part, people don't care.
You frightened her, Zau. You owe her one at the
You
very
will
least.
not force people to learn.
The Basenji's sorry lick is mightier than its proud bite.
But yeah, it's nice.
Okay, I get it.
Do you find it much different than Scottish Gaelic? Should be. As you said, it's a lot of it is accents as well. It's such a gorgeous game. I'm enjoying this thoroughly. So let's come on. Gonna drop another one. Perfect palette cleanser before we get Stellar Blade and Sandland. Aye, happy. It's so colorful and beautiful, and the music is just get him. Oh, almost got him there. I wonder can I push him into it? Raw. You need these palette cleansers. I ain't afraid of no dumbasses. I wonder can I reload stuff myself? Damn, when they shoot through you like that. Time to die, clown! Nice. Looks like you can't cool that off and just use something else. I like that. There's already a nice little choice factor between using that to do your ultimate or saving it for heals. Aggressive over. Yeah, they make these areas very wide, so then you run out of your double jump. And your, yeah. It's a bit wider than I'm used to for a Metroidvania, but the jump is still there. I think it's just because my brain says you haven't unlocked double jump yet, but you have from the get-go. So from the get-go, a few words here and there, but I'd be lying if I said I was fluent being, so I'd say no, I couldn't understand. It's all good. I'm the same, dude. Like some of the muscle memory comes back. I used to love Irish. Over here, a lot of our jobs require you to know Irish, so like if you want to join the police force, which is the Gardaí over here, you need to know Irish. A lot of the news readers, because we have Nuacht, which is the Irish news, which is exactly all the same headlines done in Irish. Now they usually have simplified it where they'll do sign language and all that kind of stuff at the same time. Nucht. Now, don't ask me, my parents aren't that fluent in Irish, but they'll sit there and watch Nucht and then watch the same news again, the 6-1 news. And for the longest time, it's been the 6-1 news. It's not at 6 p.m. exactly, it's at 6:01. And I'll tell you why. Because for that little minute between 6 p.m. and 6:01, they put on the Angelus. And the Angelus is a Catholic ringing of the bells, and you're supposed to bow your head and pray. It's kind of like the idea of a minute's silence, you know, sort of. But if you ever wondered if this country was still very much tied to its religion, that's all you need to know right there. It's not forced or anything, but most of the younger generation don't give a shit about that kind of stuff, and the older ones do still. Like, how do you get up here then? See, I've ran out of jumps and everything. It's not like a different Metroidvania where you can actually kind of wall crawl scum where you just keep smacking off the wall. I don't know what they call it, but that's what I call it. Even Mario lets you do that. It's not quite like that. You can. I was doing it in Prince of Persia where I was getting up out of bounds, out of the top of the map. I like doing that stuff. Yeah, I really love platformers and Metroidvanias and that. It's my cup of tea. I like the reaction, the split second stuff. For the most part, combat is always usually not an afterthought, but it's always second fiddle.
Curious creatures.
You get the tougher ones. Now that Souls-like has become such a thing, things like Blasphemous and Death's Gambit, they really put the onus on the combat, and it's, whoo, it hurts. It hurts. So yeah, it's funny, yeah, the Angelus. And it's usually these pictures of people around the country. They'll be like potting their plants and they'll start bowing their head or something. It's a way of kind of like tourism. And in a way, like, we've kept it because of religion, but also I think it's just a part of our culture now. It's funny, but we have other channels like that's not RTE, which is the main Irish one, and they don't give a shit. Like TV3, which was Irish, but it was kind of more British owned, and then they became Virgin, which Virgin is owned. I don't know who owns it now at this stage. Virgin Media used to be Richard Branson back in the day, but he's kind of fucked off. I don't think he's still the CEO, but they do everything there. They kind of took over for Meteor and TV3 and all that at this point.
Is out here that are not trying to maim me.
So they go from offering cable TV to phones to internet. And that's how things work over here. They usually offer the whole lot together. And it's both cheaper that way. Like if you're really good, you can get deals as getting fiber for as low as $30 or €30 in this case per month, which I think is extremely people don't realize how good we have it. The Americans, you guys will have no problem paying upwards of 150 to 300 for the same levels of internet, and that's without cable. There's no end to what we will do as a species because we're used to it, you know what I mean? And these companies take advantage of that. Hence why, like, the latest fucking scam that they're all doing for the last couple of years has been the auto-renew scam. Yay! They're willing to bet billions of dollars on you and all your friends forgetting to turn off auto-renew. Amazon have made money off it. Netflix have made money. Now, it's starting to dry up now because we're not stupid and we're not taking these constant price gouging lying down, which is great. You know, it's always great to see. What did I just hit there? That darn mid-air death. Damn, the hitboxes in those are gammy. I stand by the fact that I made it the first time. That's kind of shit. This might be something for later on, maybe. I think so. I don't think I'm allowed over here. Oh, I am. Okay, I swear I made it the first time. I must have gently tapped my beautiful toe off something. They're probably going to make us go this way after the story, and I'm going here first. That's how I break games. Hell yeah. Hello, my name's Cyber. I break games for a living. Fuck yeah. I would love to do that. As a side hustle, I'd love to be a QA tester, but we're not in those days anymore. We don't QA test anymore. We leave it up to AI and the devs themselves playing in their off times or something over there. Smack-a-doo. Come on, you gotta try harder than that. Come on. Don't make me teabag you. Interesting that they move the camera when you crouch. Usually they leave that to the right stick. The right stick in Metroidvanias has no purpose, you see? No purpose, because you're not in control of the camera. These are 2.5D Metroidvanias. So what they usually do is they allow you to move the camera slightly, you know, so you don't fall into spikes and look around. Putting that on the left stick, which is my movement, kind of leads to a little bit of camera movement you don't want. This game seems solid. It really, really is. And it's kind of cheap off the bat as well. It's like 17, I think, 18, 17, which is really nice. Like, I'm standing here telling you that most indies are now pushing 30 to 40 straight away. You know, without your little PS Plus discount or your launch day sale or whatever. And that's a lot. Now, unfortunately, the reason for that is because games are getting more expensive. These games are worth that price. And unfortunately, AAAs have brought it up to 80. So the indies are like, okay, let's go to 40 because that's half of what these games are. Like right now, I am getting that Stellar Blade game, which is 80 fucking euro. And then I'm getting Sandland, which is 60. We'll see which is the better game. But still, they're getting away with daylight robbery. Games should be getting cheaper so they sell more. But hey, I'm just a dumbass apparently. You know. Wow, I'm just supposed to know that was gonna hit me. You sons of bitches. Come on with it, you little stinkers. Anything else over there? These seem like semi. Well, maybe I have to go this way. Could be semi-optional areas. Yeah, I know. But when you go back to like Business 101, it all still checks out, and they will not fucking use Business 101. They think they're smarter than marketing. They think they're smarter than the customers. Mike, you're not. You're not close. We know. We're getting smarter every day. We're not listening to paid reviews. We're you know, I even watched. I'm trying to think. What was that? A game that came out recently that didn't do great in the reviews. I think it might have been that new Suikoden game. It's on the Game Pass. It's called like Eidolon Chronicles. Looks really good. It's going for that kind of sprite what do they call it? 2D HD? Something like that, yeah. There's a lot of those games now. People are actually kind of reaching their tippy top of it already. And that's not good. It's only really started, you know. Octopath Traveler kind of brought it in. It's basically bringing that old sprite stuff forward into 3D. So you're getting this gorgeous kind of diorama pop-up feel to it, you know. I think one of the best examples most recently is the Star Ocean 2, the second story, or which is remake. It looks absolutely incredible. And the difference is the lighting. It still has that kind of pop-up feel, you know, with the sprites. The 2D HD as they're calling it. Or HD 2D, I don't fucking care what it's called. But the more important thing is the lighting. Go look at just the trailer of Star Ocean, the second story, or oh my god. So that's definitely on my list. It just was a little bit pricey when it first came out. So I'm like, okay, we'll wait for a sale. Yeah. Yep. Now, we were talking about that Killer Clowns game coming out. If they don't put that on PS Plus, it'd be very silly. I'd be doing everything within my power to put that on PS Plus. Because that helped Friday the 13th so much. Oh, we got some flyers, huh? Okay. Real tight. Get down, get deeper and down. Get down, get deeper and down. Alright. My instincts, my big stinks, are telling me we'll probably get some kind of a grapple hook to grab hold of these motherfuckers.
Kongamato spirits.
We'll see.
When Baba went fishing,
South Scotland, only place you'd ever see Gaelic and signs. Oh, interesting. I thought it would have been more north. Because the reason for that is because Ireland's not exempt from its own invasions. And during the times of the High Kings of Ireland, we invaded Wales and England and Scotland. We did some dirty deeds. So to have them turn around and do the same to us later is, yeah. Is what it is. Committing to learn it, but it's fucking hard, dude. It is. And you're like, that's Scots Gaelic and there's fucking Anglo Gaelic and that. Yeah, it is a bit different. I've always, when I was growing up learning, it was always kind of, the sentences were backwards, you know. There's a lot, the problem is, we're such a romanticized people, right? Same with the Scottish as well, Celtic brothers, we're very romanticized. So most of our sayings in in Gaelic are just sayings, you know? And they don't fucking mean stuff. Even things like Gamaleshgale, which is like excuse me, but means nothing to the actual word. Or Ernos Naguiha, we always say that. And it means as fast as the wind. Shit like that, you know? Or Dia Ditch, God be with you, all that kind of stuff. It's all romanticized little sayings. No one says that in English. No one says that in any other way. They're just very little romanticized sayings. The classic crumbling platforms. Don't we love it? I like how it zooms out like that. It's good. Nice. Few words here and there. Hell yes. It's good, dude. I like it. Like, there's plenty of things now these days where we should be learning more languages more than ever. Like, before we had that Duolingo where everybody uses, there was the Rosetta Stone. And you're probably sick, you know that one because you're probably sick of hearing the ads for Rosetta Stone. I use Rosetta Stone. But, you know, whatever actually maintained in my brain is another thing. Shadow of the Earth Tree is based on some of George R. R. Martin. Yeah, look, here's the thing about George R. R. Martin. I've never seen anyone come out of the woodwork from nothing and to be this guy that everyone would suck the titty milk out of him, you know what I mean? I don't enjoy his writing. I don't enjoy the dude, and I don't think he had much influence on Elden Ring at all. Besides the names, everyone starts with a G, an R, or an M. That's well done. It's like fucking storybook writing for kids. Fuck off. Miyazaki's been writing some horrifically wonderful nightmares his whole goddamn career. He ain't gonna stop now. Elden Ring is as much from Software's baby. Just attaching George Railroad Your Mom Martin to the game is just to bring more people into it. But who fucking cares? Do you think Game of Thrones is a lasting effect? It's a bunch of people railing a fucking dragon bitch and really bad politics. That's all it's gonna be remembered for.
This was his duty.
I watched it so the dragon chick got railed. I know you did. Jason Momoa fucking making some dragon babies, if you know what I mean. Aquaman fucking the shit out of the dragon mama. Hell yes! That was my Game of Thrones. What was yours? Of course, everyone remembers King Joffrey or I fucking know. No one gives a fuck about the politics in that game, man. Get back to the fucking. Okay, so I can't. I have to do this without using my jump. Okay, but then it's lost forever. Forever. Nice. See. You gotta be careful, you can't be too twitchy with it, and I'm twitchy. I heard that Gun is putting out a new update, new devs for DCM. They forced the devs to resign. What the fuck, really? Damn. Gun Media, yeah. So when Friday the 13th started, it was Ilphonic and Gun Media together, and it was clear that it was very kind of tumultuous relationship. They were like, fuck this, I don't want to fucking deal with you, and you don't want to deal with me. So they kind of split apart, and now they've just been making the same game over and over again with different licenses. But we're here for it. It's good fun. I still think Evil Dead was the best of the bunch after Friday the 13th. But nobody bothered their arse to buy that game. They tried to do something different. People don't want that. People just want the same tiny maps, and the same fucking generators called a different name, you know.
Why is she running?
Why are we just buying 5 different versions of Dead by Daylight when we could do something else with these licenses? Give me a single player mode in any of them, please. Just one single player mode with a bit of a story, some lines in the movie. For the love of Christ. All it's doing is just nostalgia, horror boner. That's all it's doing. More horror boner. I need my horror boner. I don't ask for much. Come here, little shit. I ain't afraid of you. I'm gonna fall. Definitely looks like we're going to be able to grab onto them and fly through the section. Nice, look at that. It just takes exactly 12 to kill him. Oh yes. I see you, game. Everything is done with a fine-tooth comb. Mama.
We should be focusing on the great spirit.
Remember,
it's almost my go-to word. I always remember. I'm so bad with it. You're all good. If anyone asks me again, I can say that. If they say, wow, that's cool, I repeat it. Yeah. Somebody streamed DVD, I'm like, what the... Yeah, it's got legs, dude. I don't know how. I don't know how. Like, I think there's a lot to love there, absolutely. Like, it's done it right. As far as I know, and this is, you know, not a big thing or anything. I don't really care, but apparently it has a massive gay following, you know? It's like dragon gay stuff. I don't know if it's the cosplay, I don't know if it's the horror boner for the horror stuff or whatever, but it's huge. They love it. They love it. I don't know what it is, man. Probably daddy or mommy issues that have moved over. It's the same way like women will just fall in love with killers in prison and try and get married to them. It's like, huh? He'd rather eat your pancreas than get married to you, but you go, girl, I guess. Did they say that anymore? I don't think so. But yeah, it's wild. It's not, like I said, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I just noticed it. I tell you, it's just the same thing. We have morbid fascination with things like that. For us, it's mainly nostalgia, and they have never beaten any of these slashers. You know, we got cool experimental, I call them social horror movies, like It Follows, and the Jordan Peele movies, like Get Out, and that. These are, I call them social horror, or social experiment horror, where it's as much talking about a current issue or a current political take as much as it is a horror movie, you know. Especially when It Follows is about teenage what you call that? Teenage fucking goddamn whores. Teenage sluts and man whores. That's what it is. They're rampant, and then it was basically just turning that into a giant STD that's also something that's killing them, you know. It's very clever.
Look,
I can't pronounce it. It's like pros community or pros... Dirty bastards.
As annoying as a Tokoloshi.
That's what it is. And then, like, all of Jordan Peele's movies, I mean, I don't need to say anything there. It's completely obvious. It's like, especially like Get Out and that, it's clearly got to do with fear of the white man and stuff, you know. It's true, you know. You've got these new generation of woke idiots because Facebook tells them so. But then they're actually secret racists underneath it all when they break and you catch them on camera. So it's like, fucking cares. That was that movie, you know? It was like black guy with a white girl bringing them home to a white family. White family's creepy as motherfuckers. And then Us, I haven't seen Us. Us is the one where it's like a clone family or something, right? And then and Nope is like aliens. I haven't seen that one either. I'm not big on the cinema, you know? I go like once a year, maybe. And then I'm very, very sparse when it comes to the subscription services I use. Like, really sparse. I go from one, get a month of that, move on, get a month of the other. So on.
You're sweating.
You are more than welcome to take over.
Yeah. And it's not out of cheapness. It's just I don't have time to watch all the shows anyway, you know? I haven't watched Fallout yet or anything. I just don't have time. Like, I literally get home from work and I hop on here and hang out with you guys. And when I get off, I'll hang out with people. And it's like, I ain't got a second to piss my pants. You know? If I could just have a minute to piss my pants. Please. Shout out to the pants pissers. The piss pantsers. The black panthers. The pants pissers. Pants pissers forever. 20 Street, yeah. Context it means thank you. Oh, okay. Trying to think how we say it. There's a lot of little things as well, like a hauling and stuff like that, and Queenu and means crying. I don't remember. But yeah, a lot of people will even just say, "No, I think I fucked this up now because I can't get up on the box. I fucked it up. What did I do?" He's trying to climb up, but I can see it. He's doing his little flippy dippy shite. I put it on the edge. Leaving on the edge. Okay. No, he won't climb up on it. Uh-oh. What'd you do, Cyber? What'd you do? Fucking damn it. Oh, there we go. Okay. I think you're supposed to knock it down. I don't want to climb up first. This purple paint is telling me to come up here. Better do it. Still before Friday the 13th. Same, dude. I think it has a lot of memories and nostalgia for me. It was kind of the golden era of all this Twitch streaming and YouTube and all that. But still, it was just a cracking game. I had a lot of issues with it. We couldn't get the servers to work because they weren't communicating with US and EU. Mainly, like, they have to pay for that privilege. Not us. The devs. You have to, like, that cross-play, that cross-server play. We just call it matchmaking, and why doesn't it work, and why this, why that, you know. But in reality, they have to pay for that stuff. Do I have to go back up and hit this switch, and then it'll open this? Is that it? So there's a lot of issues, but it never mattered, because once we get in, like, there's so many funny moments. Just driving off while people are trying to get in the car, then driving and stopping, and being Jason and messing around. It's very well done. I think one thing that people do not give Friday the 13th credit for, oh, it's a platform to get through the spikes, I see, is the map size, right? Something that always irked me about Dead by Daylight was the excruciatingly small maps, you know? Now, Texas Chainsaw Massacre has the same problem, but it does with it very differently. I didn't need to come back down here. Where you've got this maze-like structure and the house itself, you know? It's very well done. It's a condensed map, but it's actually quite big when you spread it out as a maze, you know? It's really cool. Actually, people love that game as well. We've got people in here. I've talked to some journalists that are obsessed. If you want to call them journalists.
So does a leopard from far away.
Obsessed with the game. Like 1,400 hours obsessed.
I do not understand.
Fine.
Which is wild. The only problem with those kind of games is they're kind of one note, you know. I'm wondering if Killer Clowns from Outer Space coming out is them relaunching it, rebooting it, something. There has to be a reason. Like, it's, I know they probably got the license for cheap because it's not really been used that much, but as we slowly go on and create these horror games around one very specific movie or character, that's why Dead by Daylight works so much. It's like, hey, we got 15 of our own and 15 of the most beloved, you know. It's genius. It's fucking genius. It works out so well. And the others can't possibly get hold of it. Look at Friday the 13th. They could not even get proper rights to all of the Jasons because of the amount of stupid... Oh, not a stupid red tape. Alright, we're already doing this kind of higher level level design and platforming, which I love, which is great to see. That means that we're in for a hell of a show later. Alright, little double jump, boom. Okay, okay, careful camera, stay with me now, don't be freaking out. Camera stays with me, we can do anything. Oh, he just stopped midair. Alright, we got another attempt here. I just don't think he's high enough. No, he just runs out of the jump. Interesting, okay. But how do I recover then? How do I recover, game? If you're running out of the jump, how do I recover? Interesting, okay. Interesting. Am I missing a power, you think? How do I recover? You see, I was able to get the platform back a couple of times. I gotta stay high all the time. Did they put that in Fortnite? Yeah. Like, I'm trying to get a little bit higher here. Then he just runs out of... Wait, is that spikes? Wait, they let me away with that? Alright, no one talk about it. That was spikes at the end there. Sheesh. Nice. Get a little sweat on for that one. Let's hope this gives me health back. When Zau is damaged by an enemy, he receives spirit. Okay, they're always handy. Basically, like, build up your ultimate meter and all that. Step for Friday the 13th. I'm not a fan of either of them, but I choose Friday the 13th. Right, yeah, hell yeah. There's so many good things, right? Like, Dead by Daylight can't hold my interest because it's just kind of generator and the hooks and the lockers, and then there's the little vault, and then there's the exit, and that's it. You know, I know the blood stuff is all fun. Just can't. I need something else, you know. People are so good at it now. They either just clown on the killer, or they're breaking it where they have the hatch open straight away. Yeah, what do I have right now? Damage inflicted by slamming. Okay, let's move that. Nice. I'm enjoying this. This is... Oh, time for a boss? No, we have not actually got a boss yet. I gotta stay high all the time to keep you off my mind. Oh Lord, super Jesus. You want some of this? Super Nova. That's right, fly into it, you dummy. You dummy. Nice. Live streams caught with invincibility cheat. Really? Dude, Mouse has been finding so many TikTokers with using cheats and selling cheats on TikTok and Fortnite on TikTok. Cheats TikTok on TikTok. It's shocking. There must be a market for it. Like, you want to believe it's these dumb kids, but you know it's not. It's people our age, you know, 20s and 30s, who just can't stand losing anymore. They're sore loser, and then there's like, how can I break this game to be better? The issue I have with the game right now is, you know, there's a little movement stuff is annoying, you know, the mantling and that, but the skill-based matchmaking, and they're using the same program in Rocket League. And we kind of figured out, I don't know if it works, so I have to keep trying it. But it seems like closing out of the game and going back in, as annoying as that sounds, seems to reset it properly. We've tried doing rank to reset it, we've tried doing this and that, and it's like, it's not doing it. It's not doing it. And you even block people and the motherfucker shows up in the next match. I'm not trying to make the game easier for myself, but it's clear that either I'm throwing it off because of sweatiness, and that's why when me and Pyro play, it's like 2 sweats in a bathroom stall, you know? It's just not good. And then you play a Bernie or DPG who don't play as often, and then it's like, wow, it's just miraculously balanced and makes sense again. I don't know. It's annoying for sure. I feel bad.
This is not funny.
That's why I've been trying to get people to play duos or trios without me, but let me watch just to see, is there such a difference? Because I think no matter how sweaty you are getting between 5 to 10, maybe 5 teams of bots, I think, and that's still unacceptable. But then the rest are sweat lords from the year 3000 who have come back in time just to play Fortnite. You know what I mean? And it's like, what the fuck? And you find out he's like 5 years old and he's cracked on the sticks. At that point, it's not about getting better. It's like mouse and keyboard cunts and people who have never ever turned off the game ever. Like in the last 7 years, they've left their PC or console on, and it's just Jesus Christ. They've grown a beard, but they're like 12 years old because they're just inside, and it's not a 5 o'clock shadow. It's just Cheeto dust and mold, you know, from the groin to their head. I'll never forget that bit where they did this. It was like a teenage medical thing, and they took samples from people, you know, to see how rampant it was getting with STDs and stuff. And she took off this boy's beanie, and she took a sample from the top of his head, and she says, it's come back, there's fecal matter in your hair. So this guy has been scratching his fucking dirty ass and then scratching his head. He had shit in his head. He was a literal shithead. It was so nasty. Underneath a beanie, which is also probably covered in fecal matter. You know when the doctor has to say fecal matter, you done fucked up, boy. It was so nasty. That was a long time ago. I'll never forget it though, because it's like, how the fuck are you going to be standing around there? Like, this kid had to have smelled, you know? You ain't living your life out here with goddamn fucking fecal matter and not stinking of shit. You dirty bastard. Me and you duos. Yeah, I'm telling you, Steve, it sucks because you work your ass off, I work my ass off, but it's just not good enough for these fucking sweaty bastards. I think we're just, well, once this water stuff goes soon enough now, I think we'll all kind of settle back into it. And then maybe the snipers could do with a rotation as well. It's just, it's a lot, isn't it?
Shamans would
I don't think it's a skill gap in the players. I think it's a skill gap in the weapons. We have no middle ground, right? Like the water is kind of the middle ground. Like think of the ARs we have. Fucking Eagle Eye Nemesis. Fucking stupid DMRs. Like Jesus. Single-handedly the worst DMR we have ever had. Even more than the basic DMR. It was just called DMR, you know. So there's no middle ground. You're either going full sniper and you're cracked like a motherfucker, or you're doing like water, which is a limited time event anyway, so getting better or good with that is kind of pointless because it's ain't coming back unless Avatar does something else. I don't know. That kind of, I don't like the limited time event stuff. I'll use it because it's kind of the new meta, so you either use it or die by it. That's just the way it goes. But I hate it because you become reliant on it and then it's gone. Like the wind right now, like I almost have to land to get the wind because I'm like, okay, I have no other movement. I can't get from base to base to get more loot. I can't get from position to position to try and fucking kill some people, you know. You really are led down. You're like, I feel like when I'm playing Fortnite, I'm like a hamster in one of those mazes or a mouse or whatever, where it's like, okay, go here, get air, get water, get your sniper, then get some kills. The loot grind is whew. Mm-hmm. That's the brain dead stuff that gets under my skin. So like, I don't want to have to start again and die just to start looting again. But then the kills keep me coming back. I'm like, I love a good gunfight, a good sniper battle, whatever it may be. I'm like, oh, that was tasty, you know. So we're not going in there. This reminds me of the Ginzo tree to reflect. What's this? It's telling me to go after the kid. I'm like, fuck you. Is he going to have a little meditation or something? The story for this is really cool. It started off kind of almost like Wakanda, where it was like this highly futuristic city, and then you had this man who was had lost his father, and his father had left him this book. So he started reading the book, and here we are with Zau, and this Kalunga character is a god of death, who I think is actually modeled after the character's father, because Zau over here is actually modeled after the guy reading the book. So it's a personal story. The actor behind it was the voice of Bayek in Assassin's Creed Origins. His name was Abubakar Salim. I hope I'm saying that right. He's a good dude. He came onto the stage and announced the game. I think he's heavily involved with it, probably like footing the bill, you know, and writing it and stuff. It's clearly extremely personal to him, and I wish him the best. Anyone with actual real emotion like that on stage, on a Jeff Keighley stage, where the man is like a fucking corporate zombie, you know.
My father would
It's
take
huge.
me to the same baobab trees to
I
meditate.
try and support indie devs because they're cool. You never know what you're gonna find. The other week I saw a kid eating his earwax and no, dude, no. I think we've all seen the odd adult or kid, maybe even done it ourselves, where that the odd little bugger. Thankfully, I would never into that, but some of these kids out here just freelancing, just a spoon, a fork and knife, and some fucking Tony's or Frank's hot sauce and Tabasco up their nose and just going to town. You know, it's gross. It's a dirty, dirty habit that hasn't been fixed. But not earwax. Oh my god. Oh, it is a baobab tree. I was right. Remember I mentioned that? There's a really cool African trees, right? And they swell enormous. They fill up with water because of the drought, you know, and then they live off that. It's really cool. It's like taking when you're a kid and you'd have that your favorite drink or your milkshake and you drink the whole thing in one big mouthful. They're really cool. And then they shrink back down during the drought as they live off that water supply. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that was gross, Pyro. When you catch that stuff happening, kids doing their own little things, you know, you're like, oh no. I was just talking about that when I was growing up. I had one of my friends. He was one of those rich kids. He had everything. He had a PC. We used to play like Age of Empires 2 on it. He had PC, PlayStation, Nintendo, everything. And then he just wouldn't play them. His father was like a barrister. It turned out later he was embezzling money and everything. So it came back to bite him. But anyway, they were barely raised, these kids, as you can imagine. And the younger kid, his younger brother, oh my god, he was like 8 or 9, and he would just shit himself. He would just shit himself. It wouldn't matter what time of day it was. You'd walk into the room, and it was worse than any dog or cat could ever do. And he'd just walk around with it, just shit himself. Just nobody bothered to potty train him, and it was a bit of laziness as well, you know. And people are like nowadays, like, oh, he had a condition, this and that. And like, no, he did not. He's just pure fucking lazy. He was told to get up and fucking, I know. So that never surprised me what a kid will do. I even had, when I was very young, there was like, I think we were like 5 or 6, and we were in the class together, and there was another kid who would shit himself, and he was, there was a bathroom like 5 feet away, and we had the same name, so I would get blamed for it. And I had crazy blonde hair. My hair is darker now, but I had crazy blonde hair, and he had a dark hair buzz cut. So we were just called the same thing, but one was called the Irish version of light, and the other was called the Irish version of dark, you know. And it was like Fionn and Dove or whatever. And he would just keep shitting himself. But he was worse. He would shit in the corner. But he'd be 5 feet from the bathroom. So you'd be like walking out of the classroom and walk over to the radiator and be like, oh my god! Like a little alien was born. But they eventually found out that he was doing it, and yeah, became a big thing. He had to like miss parts of school and figure that stuff out. But Jesus Christ, I'll never forget that as long as I live, because when you get blamed for something like that, it's like, holy shit. You don't want to be known as the fucking the class shitter or whatever the hell you want to call it. But yeah, so when you brought that up, it just made me think of that. Random, I know, but there you go. Kids just get weird habits, but as a parent, one of your first jobs is to correct this stuff and guide them, you know? There's nothing wrong with having weird habits. I bet you every single one of us, myself included, had weird habits growing up, you know? My thing, I loved deconstructing things. I would deconstruct pens, pencils, I would deconstruct the sharpeners, I would deconstruct everything. My fucking table would be my workbook, and then I would be surrounded like an engineer's table, surrounded by all the bits and bobs. But it used to get really dangerous because we would take those sharpeners, the blades out of them, and start doing some heinous shit. It started off like, you know, carving your name into the desk. Then people would start cutting themselves, and it got really fucked up. So yeah, eventually no one was allowed like any normal sharpener. You had to have those plastic ones that were all put together. But yeah, I'd do shit like that. Like I used to bite the shit out of my nails, and I still do. That's just bad habits. So we all have things like that, you know. I remember one little niece used to bite table legs, and I'm not talking about like, oh look at that, it's a little gnawing mat. No, they would take lumps out of that and eat it. Like the table would fucking collapse. I don't know. They were a monster. Holy shit, it's crazy. That's not unnormal. Like, people used to eat pink chickens and all that kind of stuff, and eat paste and that.
Every time
It's pretty normal. Kids will get into stuff. You know, it's up to you.
You will remember this.
Pay attention.
But when I am gone, you'll remember.
There's nothing wrong with that at all. It doesn't make you Mr. Spectrum. It doesn't make you this special needs. No, you're not gone that far. Kids are just kids. We're mostly bored, you know. It's not even ADHD. It's just boredom. And when boredom kicks in, you're capable of doing the weirdest shit possible.
And you will
doesn't make you a weird kid.
And you will laugh.
We all had something going on. It's all fine. I feel like we run to the spectrum these days, and no kid's ever allowed to just live out their life and grow out of something the same way they grow into it, you know. Now it has to be, let's take you to 17 fucking specialists, let's go here, let's make sure you're labeled, so you can never live a normal day in your life again.
He was right.
Fuck that shit. That's so dangerous. We're a fucking more open community and a more open population, and somehow also the worst we've ever been. Just pure labels everywhere. That's online for you, though. So bad that these morons have to pretend to have, you know, mental disorders and diseases and tics and Tourette's and everything just to get clout out of them. I would take those people outside and kick the shit out of them. But even doing that, even pretending to have an illness is now an illness unto itself. So, yeah. Honest to God, if you want to try and make sense of this current generation, good luck. Be my guest, because you will find yourself pulling your hair out, ripping your teeth out, and then eventually turning into one of them. Oh, jeez. Yeah, the hitbox. Do you know what's funny? Prince of Persia had the same issue. The hitboxes of these spikes and stuff, they'll create like a bubble around them, right? And that's not really what we're going for here. We need like almost pixel perfect hitboxes, because there has to be room for me to fuck up. That's pretty normal. You know, you can be a whiz kid at all these platformers and play Mario and play fucking Celeste and Pizza Tower and all that shit. I get that. That's fine. Good for you. Like, go do it. But has to be room for error as well. Otherwise, it's not fun then. There's no room for error. You lose that kind of fun experimentation and reaction time. You end up just being perfect or nothing. This one has a nice ledge grab, which is good. Why are you running? I'm glad that it does have a good ledge grab, because some games don't. I really enjoy Blasphemous. Haven't played Blasphemous 2 yet. Very tough game. It's ledge grabbing. Required you to either push sideways into the platform or up, which seems pretty normal, right? No. It would not register. It would register 90% of the time. That 10% of the time was enough to drive you bonkers. Especially like getting back to a boss, or just perfect platforming where you have one last hit in you, and if you can make it back, you'll get a new checkpoint. But if you get hit one more time, and yeah. Anyway, kids be crazy. Makes me laugh because it can't taste nice. No, there's no way, dude. There's no way. No matter how good your earwax is, no way. Like it's all like bacteria and ear lining and skin cells and stuff. There's no way. Like food or sweets. Why would you do that even as a kid? It's so dangerous. You're gonna make yourself deaf. But it's the same as the buggers. Like, that's gross. Like, we've all been there where you're like, you got nasal drip, or it's cold out on a winter's day, and maybe some of your nose runs into your mouth because you're like, I gotta get out of this, right? And you know that's the most saltiest, grossest thing ever. Now, why would people be doing that on purpose? Jeez. The thought process of, I need shit, but it's too far, so I'll go there and wait. Yeah, dude. It's even funny just bringing up those stories. There's a lot of kids like that. Most of those kids we end up being a little clique, our own little friends. And then as cliques do, you get into things like wrestling. Someone takes it too much. One guy power bombs the other guy and they don't speak again. Yeah, I eventually did not become friends with any of those guys. They didn't become lifelong friends. We beat the living shit out of each other. The final year of primary school, we're all like 11, 12, going into 13, into secondary school over here. We beat the shit out of each other. It was just that moment, you know, between puberty, bullying, just hateful stuff. Oh my God, I swear to God. And it became that. It became like a daily thing where you were just beating the shit out of each other. It didn't matter if it was a football match. It didn't matter if it was over a girl, over whatever Pokemon cards they had, or fucking this guy had a watch. I remember he got the shit kicked out of him because he had a new watch. It was yeah. This was a small rural town. Like the school barely had 100 kids in it. We had like one basketball court out the front, and that was about it. And it became the football area, it became the rugby area. And I'll tell you one thing, slide tackling on Tarmacadam, oh my God. You'd stand up and you'd just be road rash from head to toe. Jeez, but we still did it.
Preparations, shaman. This will not be easy.
They were, I'm telling you, those kind of rural places, you were carved out of stone. You'll know it coming from Scotland as well. You just grew up and you had to be a tick cunt. That's the only way of putting it. You had to be damn strong. No bitch baby moments. Looks like the blue shield is probably fight them with that particular energy. Bad bird. You got a lot of health, sir. Bang. Nice. Let's save our health. We're gonna need it for these kind of areas. No, bitch. Who's next? Shoot, 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 shoot. Shoot, 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 shoot. Ow, 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 ow. Damn! So they just take it in the face, huh? Thanks for the memories. Alright. Alright, I see you. You think I can't hurt you? I see you, I see you. Oh, who's next? Oh, okay. Gotta use the walls this time, I see. Damn, gotta heal again. Use them walls. Now I should have kept the other skill because it does more damage when I smack them into the wall. Boom! Whee! Alright. No, bitch. Ooh, just got me there as I swapped over, no problem. Oh, they dive bombed me? Cool. No, bitch. Damn. He's a big chunker. Gotta get rid of the little guy first. Ooh, how did he even get me there? Get out me kitchen. Get out me mum's car. Oh, nice. Just me and you, baby cakes. What you got? You got another health bar, huh? Nice for you. Eat it! He's flying through the air right now. Alright. Nice. That's spicy. I like a good elevator battle, man. It's so trophy, but I love it. For sure, I was invincible as a kid. I'm telling you. I broke a few limbs for sure, but still felt invincible. If I did it now, I'd be like, oh, fuck. There's free-to-play games that came out today called Rumble Club. Oh, did it come out today?
They all have their reasons.
Cool. Where did it come out? Just on PC?
So they said
I was waiting for that one. Why is everything coming out today? Then on
Denial is a
Friday.
path that winds
Yeah, Rumble Club
without
is
end.
another
Get the path to its destination.
another
It cannot
Fall
end.
Guys, another fucking
I do
pummel
not
party.
understand.
That stuff, you know.
In time,
Is it free to play?
you will.
Some of the streamers were, the big guys were. No, it says it's $60 here. Are you sure? Maybe it's a special like opening thing or something. I see $60. That's weird. Oh yeah, it's for all the DLC. Okay, why would it do that? Why would it lead with that? That's so dangerous. All the DLC Founders Pack bullshit. Yeah, it's free to play. Cool. I haven't seen too much gameplay of it. It just seems like another kind of party Fall Guys smasher thing. We've had so many of them, but they are fun. I like Pummel Party. A lot of them are just in the mood for like running around. Trying to take over Mario Party because it won't go anywhere else. Is it available anywhere else, or is it just on Steam? I see it's on mobile. I'll tell you. It's on the App Store. I'll tell you how good it is. It's Friday day, and it feels like Friday. Let's see, as far as I can tell, is it mobile and PC only? Come on, load your damn website, bitch. Why is it always the same kind of chunky gummy people with the donut and everything? Yeah, Steam, Epic Store, Apple Store, and Google Play. So not on consoles yet. As far as I can tell. Probably when the time is right. Time is right, and I'm holding your mom. I'm gonna be her number one. I am loving this. I'm loving this. Let's see how far we can get through it. I was trying to beat it before Friday, but who knows? Who knows? I think if we can hit and be fine other than cuts and bruises. Yeah! I've only ever broken minor bones, fingers, toes, feet. I'm actually never broken a big one, like wrist or legs. Yeah, it's very hard to break your leg. Like, something's gonna have to come down on that sucker. One of the most strongest bones in your body, the femur. But ankles, wrists, collarbones, yeah, that shit's going down. Oh, why is this place so empty? Where is everybody? Are they okay? There's a storm forming in the background or something. Yeah. Jesus! Oh! I smell a boss! Alright. Let's go! Well, maybe not a boss. Ow! Looks like he lets his guard down for the blue. Oh! I was totally timing my shit there. Damn, I definitely jumped over him, but he took me for a ride. Silly rabbit. Looks like you can just do that and like force. Yeah, you can just force it that way. Bye bye. Easy. You can force them to, and then if you don't use all of them, you don't have to recharge them. But if I recharge them and hit that like active reload Gears of War bit, it'll give me a damage boost. So.
Are you okay?
Yeah, who is this guy? Look at those faces.
Never better. But the
Maybe
way you
his little
took
sister.
that Rojo out was
Rojo! I
amazing.
might be Wolverine.
So
You could be.
brave.
You
That
could be.
Spirit went
We'll see if Deadpool 3 will
and you went
help
back,
Wolverine's legacy
with
or
the
hinder it.
masks
Some of those comedy
dancing
movies
and
do more harm than
jumping.
good. Because I would argue, like, the original X-Men and Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, wonderful, right? But they started to slide, and they slide pretty fucking far. And then it's just kind of been a joke since then with the fucking Days of Future Past and all that. But then we got Logan. Logan did huge. Logan, like, cemented Hugh Jackman's Wolverine forever. Forever. Even if it's been that long. Like,
You
I
are
think
safe
Logan's
now,
probably
so
10
no
year
need
old
to
now
be
at this
scared of
point.
it anymore. Or me.
Definitely. But people remember that like it was a moment, right? We all agree. It was a fucking moment.
Who is scared of you? Oh,
2017. Okay,
because
maybe not.
I ran.
Getting close though.
I thought we were playing a game.
I like Days of Future Past. The others didn't. Yeah.
A game. We leapt
I like
over pits
James
of spikes,
McAvoy's
sweated over stone
Professor X
blocks,
and
encountered boat
like Michael
breakers for a
Fassbender.
game?
They did a good job. Everything else was crap though. That's the problem. Like, no matter how much of a bodysuit and titties that Jennifer Lawrence was walking around, it wasn't enough. Also, she's kind of jailbait, so it was like,
Well,
no thank
I
you.
am Zau, shaman of Amandla, and I wish to apologize to you for
You
running
gotta be
recklessly
careful.
over the bridge. I was careless.
It's like, and now she's done that her latest comedy where she just gets her full kit off, so it's like,
Oh,
why?
thank you.
We don't need mistake anymore. Once you do that, you know, usually that's a sign of a failing actress, but maybe she just wanted to do it, you know. It wasn't even National Lampoon. She's like, here's a random comedy. And it's kind of a weird grooming movie as well. I don't know
Thinking
what
of
the
it,
point of the whole that was.
a
That was
bit
the movie
scary.
she chose to get her kid off. You're
My
better off.
name is
You need to do it
Liana.
like how Kate Winslet did it in Titanic. Like, she probably wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was. Everybody's seen Kate Winslet's titties. But goddamn. That's the way to do it. Do it classy. Classy titties. And you'll be
Liana,
remembered in a good way.
I seek the great spirit of the sky.
Like Eva Green in that Dreamers movie. It's like this French threesome movie. There's a bit where she stands in a dark hallway and she puts these black gloves on and she looks like the Venus de Milo, just buck naked. And it's like, that's art right there. That's art. Even my dick agrees, right? Good lad. Okay, good.
You
Very
mean
good.
in Pundaloo?
Yes. Do you know her?
Yeah, I wonder, like, with the Deadpool Wolverine game, like, or the movie, will it push for the game? Like, people kind of still think we might get Wolverine this holiday. I mean, anything's possible with Insomniac, but with that leak that happened, it's far and away. You'd be luckier to get the Venom. I'd say you'd get Venom game or the Spider-Man, whatever. I don't think we're going to get Spider-Man DLC. I don't. I think we're going to get the Venom game. I think it was DLC that's now become its own game, and I'm cool with that. Just
We
give them
would
time to cook.
always play and laugh
Honestly, we
together.
were probably going to get that multiplayer
then
Spider-Man game, The Great
Things
Web.
started
That fell
changing.
apart. Stupid
A
Sony.
storm grew and grew.
They
And
go
Impundulu
too
was
far
not
deep
the same
with live
anymore.
service, and then
No
pull too
laughing.
far back. They're so
No
stupid.
playing.
Because now that Helldivers 2 was doing banging numbers, they were like, maybe fucking Last of Us Factions could have been good. Maybe Spider-Man The Great Web could have been good. Of course they would have been. It's a modern era. Like, there's very little you have to do for a game to do well. It's what you don't do. Is the hardest thing, which is destroy people with microtransactions. Don't support the game for 6 months, you know? It's very simple stuff. They're so stupid. They make it sound like it's a giant digital minefield. Or don't hire community managers. It's secretly a Nazi. It's not that
She went
hard.
to the
It's not that
skies.
fucking hard.
The storms never
Christ almighty.
stopped.
Idiot.
Then everyone was gone.
So now they just closed studios, ripped away 6 or 10, and blamed it all on Bungie. When we know that's not true at all. Like, yeah, there's some problem people at Bungie as well. Like, every second fucking Destiny 2 update is a disaster, but
I stayed for Impundulu
it's not their job
to make sure she was
fucking
okay.
manage 6 games
But
and they
when
can't
I
manage
call
their
her,
own.
she does not answer.
Sad to see the state of Bungie now, because I still hold them in high regard, and I still am thankful for putting one of the greatest series together, you know?
That was who you were calling to on the bridge.
Doom pretty much created the original Doom FPSs, right? But Halo revolutionized it and created multiplayer as we fucking know it.
I
Unreal
call
Tournament
and
did a
call
lot for
and
that for
call,
sure.
And never
But
an answer.
Halo, holy shit.
She only stays within the skies. If we can just play again, me and her, then it will be okay.
Liana.
Liana, we need to stop these storms.
Thinking this is meant
For
to
us
like
to do so,
represent his
we
little
must get
sister
closer
or
to the
something.
skies. Do you know how we
Have to
can do that?
rewatch it? Yeah, dude. Even what they did with like X-23, the little kid, they should have kept going and got a trilogy out and have her kind of take over. It would have been awesome. I like it. As goofy as it is for the toes to have those, you know, big fucking blades, they made it work inside of the shoe, you know. It's kind of a tough one to pull off.
Closer.
Honestly, I
I
want
do,
more
but
Psylocke
the
action.
storms are.
As much as it
Now
wasn't
that is
great,
scary.
you
The
know,
only
writing
way
or
to reach the
anything.
skies is through the
Fucking
waterworks.
Olivia
The
Munn did a
highest
good
point
job
of
as Psylocke. Oh
Ikakaramba.
my lord. Good God. She's always been my favourite.
But it has been locked since the village was abandoned. And the keys are deep within the mines, so
We've seen
I
enough
do
from
not
Rogue,
know.
right? Anna Paquin did a great job, but those first 3 movies were very much Rogue movies, right? We all love Wolverine. Maybe some people like Cyclops, whatever. They have their favourites, but these were Rogue. It starts from her, it's the whole mutant, and then it ends, you know? It's definitely
Eliana, I
Rogue.
know you are brave.
the
I can
Rogue
see it.
trilogy.
How about we
It's-
go
it's a
together?
good idea to tell it
First
through that.
to the mines.
The Nightcrawler and
really?
everything.
You will really help us
It
out?
was a different time for those comic book movies. Like, there's a lot of stuff like The Crow coming back. I'd love to see Spawn come back, but God, like, how could a modern audience and modern writing really do it? I don't think it could do it justice. They're so
I'll do my
afraid.
best.
They're so fucking afraid to write good stuff.
Yes! Thank you! Maybe then Impundulu can
Can you
play
find
with me
something
again.
genuine like this?
Thank you!
It's like, yes,
I will
please,
see
more,
you by
please,
the
thank you.
entrance to the mines.
Better than the same fluff that the MCU keep writing over and over again. It's like one long joke. And only they fucking get it. Soccer mom humor.
Remember, Zau,
Dad humor with the
Impundulu
fucking
must be
puns and stuff.
passed to the realm of the dead.
Then you should have taken her when you had the chance.
Damn.
Excuse me?
Never mind.
Is there something on your mind, Zau?
Leona's
He's pissed. What's down there?
waiting for us.
I still think that's his father. That's a representation of his father. I get that kind of bond there, even though he's the god of death. But for him to take the avatar of his father would make sense. One, it would create that kind of comfort level, but also, as you can see, it's drawing a lot of emotion, some of it anger. I don't think Zhao had the best relationship with his father, and now in his moments of grief he re-examines that relationship and sees what he could have done differently on both sides. Unresolved fights, maybe not properly kind of speaking your feelings.
Delicate yet determined she seemed.
Happens to all
Like
of
the
us.
wading
You run out of
rivers that
time.
bestow the
It's too
green
late then.
and the bounty
And
to
you're
us
left
poor.
with what ifs. What if Doctor Strange cameos in Deadpool? He probably will. I hope he cameos that and then fucking Ryan Reynolds just kills him, you know? We've already seen Ant-Man. People want the big Celestial from Eternals show up because it's been like 8 movies and nobody's bringing this thing up. Yeah. The MCU is in a fucking state, so... Whereas the other Deadpool movies took the piss out of Fox, I think this will be the time to take the piss out of Disney. And honestly, here's the thing. Just like a good roast, these things tend to humble us, you know? If you're not using these as an example to shape up and fix what people are taking the piss out of, and people show you all your kind of mistakes and, you know, the little wrongdoings in a good light, if you're not using that opportunity to change, then what the fuck is the point of it? Either way, it's going to be the last kind of hurrah, you know? Might get another Christmas special or something, but Ryan Reynolds, I think he started Deadpool as kind of a fuck you from the disaster of Green Lantern, you know? So he played that balls to the walls. I wouldn't be surprised if like 80% of his dialogue, probably not now in the newer movies, but the first one was probably ad-libbing and stuff, you know? Like, Ryan Reynolds is not Mr. fucking rom-com. He's not like Matthew McConaughey or any of those guys yet. He's closer to a Chris Pratt and that. But he came from Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place, you know? The dude was cool. He was on the level, you know? He was in a lot of stoner movies and stuff. He was... But he still is that unfortunate underneath it all. He is that pretty boy jock dumbass, you know? And he's played a lot of stuff. And I got, like, when he's finally let alone and to do some funny shit and do his own thing, the dude is hilarious. Like, Two Guys, a Girl, a Pizza Place, Just Friends, even some of the more sensitive stuff. You're like, Jesus, the dude can act. But then he's left to do other shit, you know? It's just what happens, unfortunately. You get typecast. It's up to you as an actor to get the fuck out of that. But they're so afraid of losing their career, or they're losing their good graces with Hollywood, that they're afraid to risk it all, you know?
Okay.
2 locks for this one, okay. I feel like Matthew McConaughey pushed against that and really just came out the far side and, you know, got behind the right people as well. Getting a Scorsese movie, getting a Christopher Nolan movie, like, sweet Jesus.
Well,
This is the guy who came from,
here we are.
you know, dazed and confused
I present
stoner
you
guy that walked onto the set,
great
alright,
minds of
you know?
Itacaramba, where the
Pretty
water
fucking
runs
impressed.
ever free.
So I hope Ryan Reynolds can do the same. I feel like Jake Gyllenhaal is kind of going through that right now, but he can't punch through. He's doing a lot of weird stuff. He's doing a lot of weird movies, and I know this current one is more mainstream. It's kind of just to cut a check, you know, the Roadhouse movie. But some
well,
of his
it
weirder
used to.
stuff, really cool. I like that. It's kind of voyeur, auteur, kind of like just stuff you'd see from what we call nowadays as the A24 movies, you know? It's just a fucking production company, for God's sake. But we hold them to a regard that such a fucking lineup of movies all kind of seem quite similar because of that production company. That's nothing got to do with it. Like, that's cinematography, you know? And it's a different cinematographer for the most part on every movie. So,
Then let
isn't
us
it
make
weird
it
how we
run free
associate
again.
that with that? Just the way
Where
we
are the
go.
keys, Liana?
Same way we associate MCU with shit these days, sadly. And that's their own fault. You polluted the water. You completely... It's like putting all the fat kids in the pool at the same time and wondering why the water turns brown or piss yellow. Like, come on now. Come on.
There are 2.
All they had to
I
do
was playing
was
with
do
my
like
friend
3 a year
Tabia,
forever,
and
and they would have
we
got
hid
a
the
20-year
keys
legacy.
all the way down
And
at
here
the
we
bottom
stand
of the mine.
What, 15 years maybe since Iron Man? And people can't stomach them. Like, the general masses can. I mean, these are the people who watch Fast and fucking Furious, you know? Fast and Furious and Mission Impossible and fucking every other goddamn blockbuster that requires you to turn your fucking brain off. But those movies are important because, yeah, it brings in the money. 2, it's just a spectacle. We need that, you know? It's kind of the difference between sitting down and reading a book and reading a comic. You know what you're in for. It's a wild ride with a comic. But a book is going to be more contemplative, you know? You're going to look back and go, that was a damn good book. But Jesus Christ, was it also something that, you know, you're kind of slowly mulling over, even no matter how fast you read it. Whereas a comic book is like an explosion of color and action and then you're done. Same with graphic novels. That's the same with movies, right? You can have those artistic movies, you can have those 4-hour epics, and you can also have those little blockbusters that you just want to munch on some milk duds and popcorn and make out with your chick, and then the movie's over, you know? It doesn't have to sway you. You don't have to leave the cinema feeling like you experienced something, but it's there. For me in the 90s, that was Michael Bay. I know he's shit on now because of Transformers, but back in the day, Michael Bay was unstoppable. That man would make some of the best explosions. Holy shit, like The Rock. There's a bit in The Rock. This is about breaking back into Alcatraz, you know, Nicolas Cage, Sean Connery. But at the start of it, there's a bit where they're chasing after Sean Connery, and Nicolas Cage is in a fucking yellow Ferrari, and the motherfucker crashes into the San Francisco tram, and hits I think it's like a big fucking gas main or something, and the fucking Ferrari is shot up in the air in a big explosion. This has nothing got to do with getting Sean Connery, getting him back into Alcatraz. It has nothing got to do with it. But that's Michael Bay for you. That's what he did. That dude was fucking insane. And he probably shut down streets. He probably caused damage and blew out windows and stuff. He didn't give a fuck. Now, it's not the Michael Bay we know now. Now he's like, he's in bed with China, and he'll do anything just to make sure that his next film will get funded. And it's like, damn.
The storm had hit the village.
Ah well, it is what it is. It is what it is. So yeah, I'm cool with that. Enjoy what you like, for sure. Cousin once removed. Cousin is a baby. What title is called of the other cousins? It's usually like second cousin or something. Is it a niece and nephew? I don't know. No cousin by blood. I don't know. If a cousin has a baby, what is that called of the other cousin? Yeah. Of the other cousins. You mean what's the title of the baby? What's the title of the baby, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's not second cousin. I don't think so. Maybe Pyro's right. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I never understood what the fucking twice removed, once removed thing was. I thought that was got to do with if the family, one of the families split up, right?
Sorry, Liana.
It would still be. It's kind of like how we do it with in-laws. That gets really muggy as well. Where you're like, well, you're my sister-in-law, but you're married to my brother, but you're technically not my sister at all. There's no blood relation. You know that kind of.
There is a lift.
Trust me, don't think about that stuff too much, because
and it will bring you
half
down to where
of the structure of modern society, especially in English, you know, we just make it up as we go along, and then the other half are everyone's half inbred anyway, so it's like fucking
wait till then. I will not be long.
Stupid. Alright, activate the waterworks. Let's get some keys going. You can tell we're going to be freezing some waterfalls here. Hell yes, probably get another power along the way. What up, dude? What's this? Yeah, we juggling, bitches. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here.
Kalunga. Earlier, when I said you should have taken Mbundulu when you had the chance.
Really nice parallax scrolling and nice stuff going on the back.
I wonder whether things
first cousin's of a different generation. Second cousin when you share the same great grandparents.
But we can always
not grandparents. Great grandparents, not grandparents.
The actions we are taking now will restore balance. That is what we must do.
I thought second cousins were cousins of cousins. That's why people like are hitting on their second cousin and think it's okay. It's like, that's far removed in the gene pool, right? No, it's not. Hands off. Other than your parents, siblings, and grandparents, does it even really matter? True. That's when you get into that ancestry.com stuff. You can't spell ancestry without incestry, so fuck off, you know? Don't go too far back, lads. Bad days, bad days. Trust me. No matter what way you look at it, at one point or another. That guy just jumped to his death. Whoa! Many of them, isn't it? Because of the nature. We are all eventually, somewhere down the line, product of incest. God helps. Alright. Can't stop me. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. Come on. Come on, Mr. Little Rock. Cool, I have to dash through the waterfall and the rock at the same time. If I missed it, the waterfall would stop me and the rock would have fell on me. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I don't know if this is the right way, but I am here. I assume so. Waterways. Going through a mine. Probably a big dam at the end of it. It'll start a massive flood. It is what it is. This is a joy to play. Absolute joy. So good, in fact, that I can do it on autopilot and just let my brain and eyes take over. I love that. That's the sign of a great game, dude. Sign of a great game. Absolute comfort food. That's the only word for it. Comfort food. Hard than you think to get to that point these days. You can't stop me now. You can't stop me now. No one gives a shit after the first cousin. Yep. Second cousin to cousin, but the ancestor you share is one generation further back than the first cousin. Huh? What you call me? I haven't seen any of the cousins well over years, so not really family like. Yeah, I used to live down the road from my cousins. And we're such a different family to ours, you know. Also farmers. But just really, why is it all like floaty? Really obnoxious, shitty people. Unfortunately. Ended up driving half the kids away. One of them in divorce. The other one ended up in unbelievable shopping debts. The other one ended up running away to Singapore and coming out as gay, and they didn't accept him, so he ran off to Singapore. Yeah. The list goes on and on and on. Yeah, great place to grow up. And they were just down the road, and you just don't even know this stuff's going on. You feel so bad. You grow up as children, you know, you're all playing the same fucking sandpit. Very wrong. He's one of those guys that I've always wanted to punch in the face, but can't do because it would cause family drama. Always wanted to. He's a shithead to his own family. He's a shithead to my father. Steals all his fucking tools and stuff, looks down on him, and has him like doing jobs for him, even though like he's much older. He's a little bit slower these days, especially with the broken ankle. Just a out and out bastard, you know. And then his brother lives on the house down below, and he's also a bastard as well. Really scumbag, passive aggressive, annoying, know-it-all, and they have a sad life, but the more you spend time with them, like, no, it's just, yeah. They're not nice people. They had a daughter. Sadly, she took her own life when she was younger. As time goes on, you're like, Jesus Christ. She's probably just depressed and upset and stuff, but it couldn't have been an easy household to grow up in. And you have his brother, who then sent his own son away because he was gay or whatever. Like, yeah, can you guess what's going on here? Oh, I think I missed that opportunity today. I see what I have to do though. I have to freeze this. Yeah, typical Irish small family drama. Sad to say the least. Wasteful. That's what it is. Waste of care. Waste of life. All around. And now my cousin that went to Singapore, he's now adopted a child with his partner, and they don't really get to see the child because, yeah. So what a fucking disaster that is. What's funny is like he's around my age, and he's kind of my younger sister's age too. So we're thick as thieves friends, you know. And I remember as we got older, and we started getting into girls and stuff, and he had a few girls around him, but now looking back, I realized how completely neutral and almost standoffish he was with them. You don't think of that, you know, when you're 12 and 13. You don't think like that. It increases the width of the damage of the lunar blast. See, I don't really need that, but I need to get it to get past here. Look at this. Near projectiles, enemies on low health, put them in stasis, launch them. I want to do that. Perfect light barrage while charging. Light barrage, press X, perfect time to increase damage. Increase the width and damage of a lunar blast. It's all lunar blast stuff. Ignite on fallen strike of light attack combo. The enemy will burst into flames. Enemies caught in the burst into flames. A key, the spear can pierce in multiple enemies. Really? Which spear? Is that a new thing? I don't know if we can get both of these, but we'll try. That'll be a bad idea to do that. I don't care about no government warnings. It's a cool little camera angle. You wouldn't even know that was up there. Alright, this is kind of an optional area, I think, right? I'm going way the fuck down here. Way down we go. Oh. Maybe I was supposed to go through here? Who knows? Enough siblings though that you don't need cousins. Exactly, yeah. How about you? How many siblings were you only child? It's definitely a very different upbringing. I mean, only one sibling, one of the opposite gender, wanted a brother, right? Yeah, it's always the way. Always the way. You can play football with and tease and be a mentor for. I get you. A lot of parents will do that though. They will have one of each and be like, that's good. Damn, I didn't have a jump at all there. What are you gonna? Wow, that's a little bit cool. No need to fully reset me. Bum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum. You good, bro? Yeah. Before anyone gets any ideas and takes it the wrong way. As well as, yeah. No one should give you shit for that. It's completely normal. Like right now, my older sister, she has a little dude, my nephew, and she's expecting her next. I think it's going to be a girl. I think she's expecting it fairly shortly here, next 2 weeks or so. And they've had to kind of lie to him, and he's like, he wants a brother, you know. He's just a little 4-year-old. He wants a brother. And they're like, yeah, sure, yeah. But, you know, once the child is here, there'll be a little bit of jealousy. But then he'd end up being little protectors for them. It'd be cute as hell. It's probably on a timer, isn't it? And this is Big Bro taking over the show. Remember that shit? Ooh, the first of the keys.
The first key.
Yes.
One more to go.
Alright, is this on a timer? Is it gonna go back up? Sure would be nice. Alright. It kind of dictates if one key is here, you would assume the other one is right there. Right? We ain't stupid. See, it does not let you move sometimes out of the map. Strange. Just a little minor bug. No doubt already probably working on a fix. How long been going for? 2.5 big ones. Okay, good. See, can we get to a boss or that Act 2 or whatever it needs to be? Is that one we fought? Not really a boss. I saw what they were doing. It was more of a story plot thing. And I don't really count those as bosses sometimes. Climb. Yeah, not too responsive in the old wall climb. I think they made it just slightly bigger than it needs to be. Hold on, where's the actual split of the path? No, it's further up. Okay, good. Good. See, look at that. You can't move out of the map. I can't believe how quick they've given us powers and dashes and all that. I like that. Maybe they saw the writing on the wall. Looks like they did. That first hour when you have no power in a lot of these games is not that fun. It's not that fun. I know they want you to get used to things, but it also kind of, what that does is it deliberately undermines the player. Like, we're not fucking savants, but for the most part, we know what we're doing in most games, right? Anytime you need tutorials, in my opinion, sometimes you can get underneath there. No, okay. It's like when it's like a purposely original, obtuse kind of gameplay aspect, which you're like, okay, this hasn't been in any other game. Otherwise, everything else plays as it's intended. There's whole psychological studies done on this kind of stuff. What the player's brain knows, how they would react to something, what they would think about it.
Just one key remaining. It must be on the other side of the mine. Liana really thinks that playing with Mbundu
I was actually moving backwards there.
Denial can cloud one's perception.
Weird. A little bit of funkiness in the coming out of the map. Just gotta be careful of that if I'm in a boss situation. Classic one of each setup. Yeah, they do that because the mothers are usually like, well, my vagina is never going to be the same again, so they get a little bit apprehensive. But what happens then is why it's always handy to have them a little bit younger than normal is you'll have that time, you know, and they get that kind of itch, you get that little baby itch. And, you know, your children could be already in their teens. They're like, let's have another one. Now, most fucking teenager siblings don't take it like that. They're like, oh my god, you guys are still having sex? What the fuck? Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you? Anyway. I think people are having babies later in life now, you know. My sister's much older than me, so yeah. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Honestly, I think just in general, like, we always want to link it back to COVID, but not really got to do with that. Is that supposed to be a trap? What's the point of that? But I think like just after the baby boomer years and that, and everything slowly, we never really recovered from the recession of 08 either. A lot of people are just trying to sort of keep their life together or pick their life back up constantly, you know, and that includes like this month we're fine for bills, next month we're shit out of luck. So yeah. Oh, I didn't need to do that. Is there any way of unfreezing them? Actually, I think it would be nice to pass through. I didn't need to do that. Sorry. I got a bit ahead of myself there. It's nice. I love a good crystal mine. See how, look at this game, right? You pick up and play. Perfect, responsive, fun. And then something like Hollow Knight, where people just go crazy over, has to be one of the most horrible first-hand experiences at the start. You have no map, no marker. You don't have your little person on the marker. You're just meant to shut up, put up, and do it, you know? That's a horrible first-hand experience. Great game, though, like one of the best. But it's almost inexcusable how bad that start is. Obviously on a second playthrough, third playthrough, you name it. Then you're like a whiz kid, you know? That's pretty wizard, Harry. Ah. It's such a weird way of charging. You charge sideways. Doesn't seem to be a parry or timer based system in the game. Ow. Ayah! Whoa! I just did my special move, but he charged through it. Damn, I've seen it all now, boys. What's the point of big special move that you charge up to do only to get rolled and smoked? And this is big show. Taking over the show. Remember that? Alright, that's a kind of a slower way of killing them. It's safer, but slower. I prefer something else. Maybe there is perfect blocks later on. Oh no, whatever will I do with the crumbling... Whoa, jeez. Crumbling world. Wow, look at this place. We must be very close to it now at this point. Give me the key! She's older, yeah. We are far enough apart in age that we are born in different millennia. I suppose that isn't common for people to be able to say. Not really, no, but it's not unheard of. I was just talking about that, where you will have parents having kids much later. I think what happens is you have that first kid, realize that the average kid costs like 30 grand or whatever. Fucking madness. Let alone just putting them through college or whatever. So they're kind of just, or it's like a tumultuous part of their life where they're like, oh, we were moving and we lost our job and someone else got another job, whatever.
That is all of them.
And everything kind of settles down, and then the Broody McBruderson happens again, you know? There shall be no stronger force from this world than Mother Nature. She will fucking tell you. Ladies have that clock, you know? It sucks, it's one of those horrible sexist tropes. But they do have that inner clock, it's real. They start to fiend for a baby. Guys, on the other hand, it's only about spreading seed, you know? We're all just animals. So guys, I think they want kids, but really all it is they just want that glorious cream pie. It's one of life's greatest delicacies. Area. That's really what we're after. Yeah. The average dude will think about the financial side of a second child. That's why most children are unplanned, which is nothing wrong with that either. People hold that in some weird fucking shameful thing. That's nonsense. Ow. Okay, that makes this a little bit tougher. Bop, 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 bam. Usually the floors have little cracks in them to show where the rocks are. This time they decided that we didn't need them, apparently. Thank you. Alright, back to this place. We'll open this gate, see where that takes us, and then that'll be good for our first session of Tales of Kenzera. She's very nice. See if it deals more into the culture and the Bantu and that. So far it's just been quite magical. Oh hell no! Oh, now we see where that's there. Up. Nice. Hip hopping on us. Are we flying through this now, bitch? Zip, zippity doo that. My. But yeah, how do you guys feel about that stuff? Do you think you'd want kids in the future? Marriage? Me, I'm not against marriage. I'm like, oh, fuck you, but I'm in no rush and I don't really care about it. I think it all boils down to a piece of paper. Honestly, I've seen more marriages split up in the first year or two, so it's quite hard, but you need to get that foundation, you know? And then you got people who are engaged for 7-8 years and fucking hate each other and start cheating.
She will understand what needs to be done.
So, yeah.
Hundulu must be
sure
at peace.
you know what you're doing.
Liana does not understand this.
There's people out there,
How can she?
It's so common to get divorced now that there's barely any shame with it. Motherfuckers, especially like CEOs and that. Big guys and big billionaires and that. For some reason, it's almost like money's involved. They'll be on their 4th and 5th weddings and marriages and like, oh fuck it, I don't care. Somebody has to care. You can't all end up like Big Ed, you know. There's just Big Ed taking over your head. Where the fuck's his head? Why he has no neck? Alright, so let's see if we can go up or we can go all the way around there. I don't want to do that. Can we go through here? Yeah, they're taking an unusual approach about the wall climbing, but I'll take it. Alright, where's Liana at? Liana. Oh, baby Liana. I'm fucking flying! Nothing other than a fancy year change going from night. Yeah, exactly. You know, and then, like, I don't remember it ever being such a big fucking deal to have a name on every generation, you know? Gen Alpha, Gen Z, Millennials, Zoomers, Boomers. It's fucking stupid. When you were a kid, yeah, you were like baby boomers and all that stuff. That was just what people were doing. It just meant people were fucking around. And over here we had, like, Celtic Tiger, which was like a time of prosperity, and there was a lot of stuff given out by the government and proper ways of savings and that, and SSI, what was it called? SSIAs, I think, not SSIRs. I always think of that stuff. That's those are serotonin, fake serotonin replacement things. It's for people who can't get happy and stay happy. But I find that stuff very dangerous, just like the synthetic testosterone. Just please, for the love of God, be careful. Alright, little lady.
Both the keys, Liana.
I'm gonna go turn this place on.
Go and open up the water, Zau.
Damn, she's happy. If only to be as happy as that person. Alright, be careful now. Don't fall into the water or something. Yes.
You did it, Zau. The waters are
Cool.
free.
Everything's 2.5D, but I like it. Back in the day, they achieved that with parallax scrolling, which was this would scroll differently to this. It would create the illusion of 3D and far-off objects, and they still use it to this day. It's real nice in pixel art. But nowadays, it's all 2.5D. But everything is technically 3D. Even Mario in 2D is 3D. Have you seen those behind-the-scenes stuff? It's really cool. It looks like nightmare fuel, you know? It's like a bubble, but we're just seeing the front of it. When they turn it around, you see, like, damn. That's why I argue that modern 2D Mario feels weird. Sometimes he's falling off the edge because it is 2D. The motherfucker is acting 3D. Next Mario thing will be the Paper Mario 1000 Year Door remake, which is going to be really special. That's the second game and considered the best. Considered one of the best Mario RPGs as well. It just got everything right. Characters, the combat, everything. But there was like because maybe it must be 7 now. 7 Paper Mario games. You had Paper Mario, then it was like Super Paper Mario, and it was Paper Mario 64. Then we got like the bad ones, which were like Sticker Star, Color Splash, and then Origami King, which I played on the channel. I liked Origami King, but that puzzle mechanic, they can't fix the combat. They haven't been able to. So with them remaking Super Mario RPG, which was actually Square Enix that did that, not Nintendo, and now remaking Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, I secretly hope if people will just buy it and tell them that this is how we want things done. Because the combat system on those games, it started from Square Enix, and then it kind of branched into Paper Mario and Mario and Luigi, you know. But the idea was it was turn-based combat, but to make it easier for kids, kind of like Pokemon did, the combat was very small numbers, you know. So you were doing like 1 or 2 damage for a while. Is that a lightning bug, or is it actually lightning? You see that? I actually think it's a lightning bug. See? Let me see. I'm going to stand still. No, it's meant to be thunder and lightning. You'd want an epileptic warning on that. It's a little bit different. It was drawing my eyesight there. Luckily, I don't suffer from that, but for people do, just be careful with that stuff. It doesn't... Oh, shit. Oh, that was a nasty little bug. It's not always the full screen that causes it. It can be that as well, because you can focus in on it. I'll buy this game. Yeah, Bernie, hell yeah. Like, even if you have it on PS Plus, like this, you can move over to the 3 dots, go to view product, and you can still buy it. Oh, there it is, 20. Okay, well, I think it was... There you go. If you're on EA, it's 17. You're not saving much there, in fairness now. They're trying to do something with that. Nice. I should review stuff on PlayStation. Does anyone care, though? I downloaded Dave the Diver as well. Holy Diver! And we finished Dragon's Dogma yesterday. It was a big 6-hour-long stream. I knew it was going to be 4 at least. But 6, I did not know. But we did it. We did the complete ending. We did the first small ending. We did the neutral ending. And then we did the full true ending. So I was happy with that. I can't really do much more than that. You've now seen such a massive chunk of that game. I even showed you optional areas like the entire Elven Village. We did the Medusa stuff. We did the Sphinx stuff. Like, yeah. I tried my best. I hope I did service to it. I have to meet someone I want to live with first. Yeah. Until then, we ball. Hell yeah. Balls deep. Raw dogging it. I sure don't want any babies. Right. So some people are like that. Some people shouldn't procreate.
Like there is no return now.
And like some of those lol cows, they're all like approaching their 40s and they're like 400, 500 pounds and they're just general scumbags. And they're like talking about wanting kids and like, please don't procreate. You're a horrible narcissist. Please don't.
Purpose,
please don't.
but different from the others.
I got that one tickly mustache hair. Apologies. It's looking like I'm rubbing my nose. I'm not. When you're talking and chatting on stream and you've shaved recently, the fucking mustache hair grows back and it tickles. So annoying. It's getting to that warm. We'll probably get cold again, but this last like 4 days now have been super lovely and summery and warm. Hey, bitch!
Wait here for a bit. I will work out what to do.
She's not scared that we're like covered in a ice moon mask and stuff. What is this? Threads of Fate or something. Hello. Is this my RGBs from my PC? Lads. You wonder why we don't have sustainable energy. Turn off the fucking RGBs, man. RGBs. Take me home. RGBs. Oh, let's just continue the story for now. Just so I can get like a finite moment to chill on the session. I think we'll probably open this up. Maybe there'll be a new power. Yeah. I hear you. There's no rush. Like I was telling you, I do feel like this generation, everything's moving a lot slower for you, and that's fine. Everything from starting your career, going to college, moving out of your folks' place, to hey, the ice was still there, you cheeky little shits. Yeah. To marrying. As people want to get to like 24, I don't know if it's just their upbringing or what, but they get such a crazed animal inside of them that has to marry and settle down and all this. And like, chill. I think it's a religious thing too, but we dare not bring up that fucking word, huh? Am I supposed to shoot that or something? No, it doesn't ricochet. Feels like there's something going on there. Okay, we'll come back. Speaking of ball, you guys want to fuck around with Rocket League and fart. I like it. Rocket farts. Oh, I cleared that. See what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a stickler. I'm not trying to be mean. It's not aggravating, but it could later. So those little moments like that, where you're definitely clean, the entire model of the character is above it as it dies. That's got to do with the hitbox of the object and of the player character, which might be just a tiny bit bigger than it needs to be. So those pixel perfect moments where you should clear it, you're actually getting rocked, you know. But it's fine, it's fine. It's just later on it could cause frustration. See, is this it here? What is this? I'm not sure what that is, but we'll find out. Kind of power source lead thing. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So yeah, that's why you have to be very careful when you're making these Metroidvanias. I know they might feel like they're a dime a dozen, but there's those that are remembered forever: Hollow Knight, Blasphemous, and Celeste. And then there's those that are gone by the wayside. Yeah, like because of Prince of Persia having such a staple with Sands of Time, I don't see that 2D one having much legs or memory. It's a great game. It's really solid. Like, I enjoyed the hell out of it. Really cinematic, really fun. And you could tell Rayman Legends guys were there, you know. Just love. But it's not going to stand the test of time. It's just not. It probably won't even get a sequel. Ubisoft are weird now. They've just come out and said that they're abandoning Watch Dogs. What a fucking joke. Cancelled multiple projects. One was meant to be a new mainline game. One was supposed to be a sequel to Legion. The list goes on. It wasn't that strong, you see. It's not as strong as franchises Assassin's Creed, so I understand. But that's not what we're talking about here. You fumbled the bag. You refused to get a proper, you know, create a proper identity for... Hey, there's the spear. Oh, yeah. So that's what that's about, okay. For Watch Dogs.
Hadithia Akida.
The powers in the menu kind of give that one away a lot. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? What you talking about?
Akida was no shaman. Her greatest feat was that of a loving sister. Armed with a spear imbued with the very essence of a star, her younger brother, who was a shaman,
Great weather in Ireland all weekend, go back to Scotland and immediately piss and went, ah, that's fucked up. Yeah, we get lucky sometimes. That fucking, what's it called? I don't know, it's the Mexican warm thing. It always hits Ireland. Most of the time it'll hit the west. But if it comes over enough, it kind of comes from Mexico all the way to Spain, Mediterranean and all that. It comes back up and it pushes a nice little warm front. Usually hits England too. I play Rocket League. Yeah, dude, it's been fucking fun, Len.
And launched it at the serpent. But the spear's power was only for the trained and proficient. Her actions saved her brother, but at a grave cost to herself.
Yeah, Bernie, if that Rumble Club comes to console, or if I can run it on my PC, I'm gonna play that shit.
Alas, all know of Akida's spear.
I went in the water bit in Galway. Hey! Where did you go? Did you end up going to Salt Hill? Everybody goes to Salt Hill. Salt Hill is a cracker. That's actually one of my little cheeky staycation destinations. You're like 5 minutes from Galway City. It's its own little place. There's not a whole lot to do. It's got like a couple of amusements, a couple of nice chippers, a couple of nice hotels, and it used to have a nice waterplex thing, you know, leisurePlex. Kind of does. It's some swimming pools, but everything else shut down because it got flooded like, God, must be 10 years ago now, and is the Irish and English way where we fucking never replace anything. Hence why you've got gorgeous seaside towns in England, and they're left to shit. Bristol, you name it, all those lovely coastal towns left to shit. Bristol got huge because, one, it was always kind of one of those places back in the day, and then all the YouTubers moved in, you know, in the last, they're kind of gone now, but they were there at the time, and it became quite the little hub area. But yeah, it's sad to see that. It's just greedy governments eating all your money and tax money, and you don't do anything about it. So it's just left to druggies and ghost towns and closed shops and run ragged fucking places. Ireland's the same though.
Let us put it to good use.
And this can happen. People say, oh, this doesn't happen overnight. It's neglect, and it's absolutely right. But this can happen within as little time as 5 years. That's all it takes. But for the most part, it's 10 to 15 years. You know, say this housing crisis hasn't been an issue since like 2008 when the housing crash happened. It's just foolishness. That's exactly.
Harness the energy, Zau. Launch Akida's spear.
Bang. So that's what that's about. So I was right. I was gonna have to be hitting this thing later. All right, I'm trying to find a nice stopping point for this, but I'm not finding. It's all good. Probably close to Act 2, honestly. These kind of games are usually about 8 to 10 hours, and you add a couple more, depending how shite you are, like me, or a boss you're stuck on. But yeah, that's usually a good, simple 8 to 10 hours. Nice. Okay, is it on a timer? And it does look. That one's spinning. Alright.
You have become solemn since the great lift to Ikakaramba.
It is a lot. The village.
Yeah, Salt Hill, yeah, I knew it. Most people go there. When you go further out west to Connemara, Spidal and not, they're very nice, but they're very backwards, and you start to see a house every maybe mile at that point. You know, it gets, but it is iconic because we have the stone walls, and it's a little bit more, you know, you'd be familiar with the Scottish Highlands at that point. Obviously, without the hills and the gorgeous mountains in the background. But there's some around, but just in terms of the ragged land, you know, and the random animals and the beautiful dips and hills and highs and that, and random donkeys and horses around. It's nice out there, but yeah, you wouldn't want to be caught out there without proper fuel and sustenance and that. You'd be like, trying to talk, you'd be knocking on someone's old door and he'd be speaking Ashkelga and you wouldn't even know
I
what
know
he's
what
talking
needs
about.
to be done. It must be done. For Baba.
Well, good on you, that's nice, dude.
It does not make it easy.
Nice to see it. It's probably like checked off the list now. You're like, I have no reason to go back unless there's something going on over there, you know.
Your duties as a shaman will never be easy. That is your path.
Did you wander up north
sacrifice.
much? Did you go by ferry? Most people do. North can be lovely, like, you know, whether it's in the 6 counties or out of it. It can be very nice, like Ulster in general. You've got like Donegal that's kind of still very Irish and extremely Gaelic as well. Like, there's so many Gael talks, you know, Irish speaking schools and that up there. It's known for it. There's parts all over. And then down south, like, you've got the beautiful Kerry and Cork. Cork has managed to become quite a nice hub as well, but it also walls itself off. Most of the trains won't connect to it. You have to hop onto other ones, and yeah. It gets to a point in this country we're still behind on infrastructure that it's just best to drive or take a bus or something, because the trains even let themselves down. Like, here's the thing, we have a train that goes from places, but it's once every 2 hours. Now, if you had said that to someone in America, they'd spit out their tea, you know. It should be once every 20 minutes. Once every 2 hours. You miss a train, go fuck yourself, you know. That's the day is gone. Right, can I hit this guy? Nice! And I pushed him in there. Let's hope that popped the trophy. Some of those kind of things are like set up just for you to get a trophy. And this is big, bro. Boom! Oh. Alright, they're teaching us really well here. Alright. I just wish the cursor, or whatever you want to call it, the aiming tool, I wish it was a bit better. I wish it was a brawler. What's this, just a shortcut back? Love the music. Just makes me want to go running. Wasn't in the north, didn't have enough time. That's all good. It is a bit different up there for sure. Trust me, with an accent or anything, you're probably for the best. Not that you'd get a bad luck or anything. Nosy, just more nosiness, you know, and then people want to tell you the whole fucking life story about the north. It's not a fucking documentary. Yeah, it's a little harder to aim it. These must be much stronger, I think, yeah. Especially when I have to do off camera like that. I'm gonna spawn another one in the exact same place. Ah, Babakura. I can't see him, and I can't aim very well. I need a wider cursor. Son of a leprechaun's aunt. I'm trying to line it up with the cursor is a little... She's a bit wank. Look at that, it puts... Yeah, it'd be nice to make the cursor, the aiming reticle a bit longer. I know it might take over real estate in a battle, but trust me, I need to line it up. I'm usually doing it, I'm not staring directly at it, you know what I mean? I'm doing it in my peripheral vision, so that also doesn't help for precise aiming. Ascend to the eye of the storm. Okay. Ding, 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 ding. I think we have everything else done, right? Okay, cool. Oh, I did that again. I keep thinking a cutscene's load. It's not, it's losing the input after I come out of the map. Oh, Lord Jesus, I didn't even see that. Oh, hot damn, this is my jam. We're gonna party to the motherfucking AM. Leave me be. Oh, Jesus, man, just. Thy sphincter come. Thy will be done. I got through that one, you motherfucker. Don't put me back at the start. Lord Supper and Jesus on a Saturday night. Why would you put me back here? There's checkpoints and then there's just a point. Check out my melody. You know, hopefully there's good weather to pass your way. You never know, you might have it coming to you this weekend. I like these little spurts of good weather. I'd take that over like 3 weeks. Shit! Alright. I know you're chilling there, missus. I did see other places we could hit up here, remember? I have to try and aim this, you see? How the fuck am I gonna do that? Close. I think it's gonna work. To open this door. Activate one target to unlock the gate. But how do you open the other door? It won't ricochet, right? No, that angle is impossible. Guessing the little chick is gonna tell me something. The little chickadee! Hello. How are you on the other side of that? Did I not power it up? Looks like you could just jump through there. Did I miss something back here? Down here maybe? No, I can't go back down there. How do I open that other little door? It's the lower door causing trouble. I'm missing something obvious sometimes. What am I missing? I don't get the feeling that smaller door is supposed to open. Oh. That technically didn't squash me, it just hit me. Train infrastructure was unfortunately not great. No, it's not. Unlike Éireann Rud Éireann, which is our, you know, Railway Ireland, is a great company. It's just the same thing. It's we don't plan ahead, you know what I mean? Like our most recent thing that we've done in that capacity is the Lewis, which is our tram. And it's been great, and they want to expand it beyond Dublin. It's a great service, like it pays for itself. It's always over capacity, but it's also extremely limited, you know, it's just inner city. We also have the Dart, which is an old train that's inner city as well, but I think I have to beat this. Is that what's wrong? Alright, makes more sense. I gotta beat this to the finish line. Go! I think I have to time. That's so annoying. I have to time when I hit it. How the fuck would I know? Wait for the next Slam, isn't it? I have to wait for it. Like, that's bullshit, game. I have to wait for it. I have to beat it to it.
Oh, you found the statue.
That was it.
And got the big spear.
Yeah, we have amazing
Now
infrastructure in
you
the
are
south
like a
around
legend.
Glasgow, Edinburgh, but it's lacking in the north. Yeah, not much population. Exactly, yeah, so it's reasonable. Yeah, they won't do that. It makes sense for sure. But the problem is keeping it up, you know? Like, I think we have some trains on our tracks that are well over 20 years old, you know? It needs to be modernized as well. Every now and then they'll add new stations to it, but it's on the same line, do you get me? So they'll just have these random train stations, and yeah, it's bringing access to smaller villages and that, but it's the same line. We've never improved on the line, you know? We need new lines. We also need like a system where it needs to be, yeah, modernized and also automated as well. Like, I do think you need proper engineers and a driver, at least an inspector, right? But for the most part, it should be on auto, you know? The Lewis has drivers, but honestly, it doesn't even need them. It's just there's so many dumbass drivers that keep driving and walking onto the Lewis tracks. But I think the biggest issue with our train infrastructure and bus is that it's not 24 hours a day. You know, like this is a country like screaming for jobs and stuff, and how they haven't done that. So basically, after 9 p.m, this whole country pretty much nearly shuts down. And then now that we have to the point where the pubs are closing at 10:30, which is, I'm actually okay with that. There's too many pubs going all fucking hours anyway, and half of them do lock-ins or get pissed at home anyway, so it doesn't matter. But the fact that, like, you cannot get proper transportation outside of that time, you know. So some of the last trains leave at 10 to 9. Now the reason for this is it takes 2 hours for the train to reach the end of that line, so that would mean that it would be finished at 11 p.m, which is more than late enough for, say, the driver to go home, you know, that kind of way. So understandable. The problem is there's nobody on that line that's getting on at 11 p.m, do you know what I mean? The last stop would have been like an hour ago. So it's stupid. So if you're coming out of inner city Dublin or going into it, that's your last hope, you know. And the curfew, as I said, is 10:30. The last train is at 10 to 9. Do you see what's going on here? There's a whole hour and a half where you have no access to transportation. So say I like to go to gigs, you know. I'm not going to be fucking leaving cars in inner city overnight to get robbed, you know. So I like to take the transport and have that freedom. You can also have a few drinks, you know, and just not worry, you know. But what the fuck is this goddamn country doing where everybody gets out at 10:30 out of pubs and there's nothing? Now, yeah, sure, you can take a taxi, but a taxi from my foot to my head is a fiver, do you know what I mean? So you're not going to take a taxi home as an hour away. It's going to set you back about the price of a hotel. So then that's your other option, is to get a hotel. Have you seen the state of the hotel business these days? It's destroyed by Airbnb, destroyed. So the hotels have absolutely no option but to then raise their prices to match the Airbnbs because they're offering better. You know, the average B&B is, or Airbnb is somebody's home, you know, even if it's done up a little bit. So hotels like, well, we're offering fucking, you know, bed and breakfast and just beautiful. Like, we all have to pay for like hotel lobbies and dumb shit that none of us use. Like, here's a beautiful hotel bar. Most of us will maybe use the bar from time to time, and there's people that are lifers that will just live in a hotel bar, but most of us don't. We use it to sleep and shit, and that's about it. Sleep, shit, and shower. So I just don't know. It's gone to hell. So you're looking at like an Irishman trying to just stay in Dublin on any given night for like 300 a night. It's like, what kind of world? I'll sleep on the street at that point. Like, what the fuck kind of world are we living in? But yeah, if the transportation system was 24/7 and slightly automated, and then shift work, you know, it should be anyway. Like, there's a robot factor that can fuck things up, and then there's a human error factor that can fuck things up. But if you choose one of them with the use of the other, it usually ends up being good, you know. That's why factories should never go fully robot, and we should never just rely fully on humans either, because you've clearly got a situation where there's motivation and people want to get home to their families, so they're not gonna. And then yeah, shift work is not good enough. But yeah, it is stupid. We're about 50 years behind everyone else. Like, people shit on a lot of Eastern European or mainland European places, but they are so far ahead of both the UK and Ireland. Absolutely. And we're supposed to be at the pinnacles, the first stop if you're coming from America, you know. But arguably you'd be better off at some of these more modern cities like Prague and Berlin and fucking even Amsterdam. All the shit talk about weed this and weed that, and I'm like, no dude, it's actually, if you've seen the fucking Twitch cons and all these other places, it's becoming quite the commerce capsule, you know. I think public transport should be 24/7. Yeah, I agree. I know that's tough, but you know, people are screaming for jobs, and there is shift work, and like I said, there is automated, if it's monitored by humans, it can work. And there's plenty of people that don't mind graveyard shifts. They're not ideal, but there's a lot of insomniacs. There's a lot of people that just live their life through different times, and it's not that big a deal. So noisy. Yeah, Glasgow, Edinburgh one runs till midnight or so. Hits all the small. Yeah, but when's like the first time or the last time you can jump on it? You know, in one of those cities. That's the problem. I get that a train has to move at a certain speed and it's a long distance to cover, but it's like why is there not another train behind it 20 minutes? You know, if you give that 20-minute cushion between trains, even if they're on the same line. I know that sounds like a recipe for a crash and a derailment or whatever, but it really shouldn't be. There should never be. If they're 20 minutes behind, there should always be time to do that. Or why can't, like, we have these old rail lines that are in Ireland, why can't we just put 2 or 3 more beside it all along the way? I'll tell you why, because they're so old that there's that many old bridges that were made exactly the shape of a train and exactly the size of one track and a little bit of squeeze room, you know. So you've had this constant issue where you have trucks that are getting stuck in bridges, and you're getting fucking trains that can never be modernized in terms of their size, you know.
Yes, not quite a legend, like a legend.
When you see things like Japan and the bullet trains, you see all these things and you're like, God, even India, like, for all the people hanging out of it and doing their thing, they still seem to have, for the distance they travel, almost better infrastructure. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, we're such a tiny country and we just can't seem to get the most basic things right. Just money being polluted into the wrong area.
Give me a moment. Let this,
and just like an airport,
somewhat legend, figure out what to do next.
Running on fumes, you know, in terms of engineers keeping the same planes and the same trains working, you know, same buses. It's the same thing. Our bus infrastructure, it got a lot better, definitely, a lot of double deckers and that, but not much has changed in the last 10 or 15 years. The same depots, same everything, same double deckers. They're pretty good though, but they also close off very quickly. So yeah, that's why they've been wanting to expand the Lewis. But the Lewis, you know, she runs fairly slow. It's meant for inner city travel. It's a tram, you know, it's not doing any more than 10, maybe 7 kilometers an hour. I don't know, just seems so weird in this day and age. Just even now as I'm trying to go to gigs and I'm like, it's just a small thing to have to do, but to have to, like, you know, uproot everything just for one night, it's so, no wonder people get like into a ball of stress and anxiety. I'm like, this is so stupid. And it kind of just knocks the piss out of you when you want to do stuff. And you just, oh, now I see. Just trying to live your life. Seems like everything we have in play is perfectly placed to fuck everything up. Oh no, is he stuck? Apparently that weighs enough to open up the whole lot. Okay. Open up the safe. Bitches got a lot to say.
Nice job, Zau.
First try every time.
I'll be right up there before you can say Tamaki wa Kupaka.
What you call me? What a fun
We
game.
must be getting close to the top. The air is thinning, cooling.
Alright, whether this just opens a new area or it's a boss, either way, we'll call the session there. It's huge loads of it. I probably finished like a quarter of the game already. No, camera angles unusual. Activate one target. I'll have to see where the target is first. Is it up there? I think it's down here, but the camera says no. Whoa. It's over here. Hearing lots of nice noises. Oh, there we go. Nice cameraman. This is what I've been getting into, like, even as a joke. pretending that each game has like a cameraman in the background running around and control the camera. Poor bastards like inside the walls and shit. Alright, see what they're going to try and do here. They're going to create this situation where you're going to be fighting, changing between each of your powers. Do your special platforming. I didn't even know you can charge these up. Tell me some. Yeah, it's about 11ish. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Over here it's 8:50, 10 to 9. It's crazy. So I was talking to people and it's like, you know, you go to a lot of gigs. What do you do? And they're like, well, I get a taxi to the bus, and the bus takes me to one of the train stations that it hasn't reached yet. So you're running ahead to catch the train after taking, like, it's trains, planes, and automobiles, and this is just to get home. Now, I was baffled to say the least. He had the price of the ticket done in just transportation to get home. Can you say not worth it? I knew you could. Alright, let's see. So I think I have to try and hit this. You think I get it from here? It's possible. Bam! I thought I'd have to do it mid-air while I go over there, but it wasn't that mean. I'm very grateful. Fuck out of here with that mess. Alright, where are we going to next? Where to, Boogaloo? Jesus. Yeah, it's a little disappointing. You see a lot of the transportation in those other countries, like, wow. It was never in doubt. Alright. Let's bring it up there. It was never in doubt. It's very nice. People take that stuff for granted. Do you like granted? Or are you more of a barbell person? Okay. I can reset that, right? I like this idea. This cracks me up. Having to beat the clock. Oh no, it wanted me to go again. Why did it want me to go again? He should have climbed up there. That's that ledge grabbing I'm talking about. Very simple mechanic. Very easily fucked. Go, man, go, man, go, man, go. See, this is where I was saying these jumps are too wide that the poor bastard can't quite... Oh, shit. Oh, that was so close. There's a little small window to get through, isn't there? Now what? Open the door. I almost pissed myself. You guys want to check? What the hell's wrong with you? I don't know. I don't know. Alright, time for a little boss action. Bebop. Rocksteady. Eat that bitch. No one loves you. Let's see. Come on down. Stephen Buchanan. Do those animations. Steven Universe. Come on, laddie, you're wasting time. I ain't scared of you. I ain't been scared of you. Bye bye. Nice. I like the way it does that. Because you know me, I'll never. You been up here this whole time? That's right, bitch. That's right. Camera moves when I teabag.
Lands torn from earth to sky. It is unnatural. Zau, we are not far from Mpundulu's domain.
Ooh, you sneaky bitch. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Yes, you see like a couple of acts to the game. Nice. Iris, hello. How you doing? You're on the stream. No Discord, sadly, I'm sorry. How you doing? You a graphic designer?
Mpundulu.
I love you.
An
I've been trying to date
She is a mother.
a graphic designer because I think like no matter how sweaty I look and hairy and my old face, I know that she'll draw me well in the crazy porno fan fiction. Let's see, where do I go from here? Look at this. This is probably prophecy, some kind of dragon egg or something. I just jump down here. I'm afraid or nothing. It's just we're running across the route. Sorry. He's doing that 2D, 3D thing.
Is that? No. Liana?
Oh, she burst out of the egg?
But that would mean...
She's like some...
Therein lies the true nature of her love. Her actions.
Uh-oh. She's some kind of crazy god baby. And then she turns into that thing? Oh, Jesus. I think we found our first boss. Liana. I think I just ripped my shirt there as well. Did you ever just do that? Did you ever just rip your shit? I rip my shit all the time, then I rip some shit.
I see now. Impundulu holds on to her responsibilities as the mother.
Impundulu.
Her tragedy is holding on.
There's some people that refuse to use buses, they're almost like it's beneath them. It feels like it's a bad perception. Yeah, that's stupid. I mean, if they had a bad experience and someone mugged them or something and they get felt up, I get it. Now, buses are not all dirty holes, you know? Like, take, for instance, America, right, with the Greyhound. What the fuck, that bus could be 3 days long. You'd be sleeping, eating, pissing in that bus. So yeah, it can get a bit groggy and fucked up, but the amount of distance you guys have to travel. I've always wanted to take a train, you know? Great American Railroad, all the way from east to west. And yeah, you'd be living on that sucker as well. It'd be no different than if you took the Orient Express or some of these European trains that will pass through like 13 countries or something. It's pretty cool.
This is your task, Zau.
Trains are not beneath people.
You must help Impundulu and Liana accept the natural cycle of life. To embrace change.
It reminds me of that first class, business class shit in planes. Like, bitch, I just want to get off this fucking thing. I don't care where I sit. Get me from point A to point B with as little turbulence as possible. That's all I want. I don't got a fear of flying, but sure doesn't help these days. My God. What the fuck is going on with our transportation? I don't care how safe and it's the safest mode of transportation. That's just because you put a whole lot of clowns inside of a clown car.
You made it! So, I call her, and then you stop the storms.
Yeah.
Yes?
Liana, you did not tell me Impundulu was your mother.
I'm gonna get a boss.
I thought if I had told you, you
Your
would
mother
hate
is a big
me
giant
for what she has done.
bass bird thing?
I did not want you to hate me.
This is not your fault. But you must understand that Impundulu holds on because she fears you taking on the responsibilities of the skies.
Thunder God.
The only way I can help her and you is to do my duty as a shaman. To allow her to pass on.
Yeah, but she's not gonna do that willingly. I'm gonna get pissed now.
Let us just go and play some more, eh? Maybe if we keep playing, Impundulu will see how much fun we are having and will join in.
If only it was simple as that.
I'm sorry, Liana. I cannot do that.
She's gonna get pissed at you.
It is not fair.
I think Liana might actually
I
be
do not like this.
Impundulu. She's gonna transform or something? Oh, no.
Liana!
She will understand in time.
I hope so. Until then,
let us get this over with.
Time for an ass whoop. But hey, that's not the feeling to go into a boss. Come on now, Zau. Eye of the storm now. Ooh. I'm gonna get my shit rough. Oh, cool.
So it begins. Our final ascent to Impundulu. Are you prepared?
It must be done.
They make it sound like it's the finale, but it's just Act 1, right? I think. Maybe not. You never know with me. Down, down, down. Jesus. It's like Quetzalcoatl. Wow. Hey, little mama, what's your name? That is a health bar and a half. Ow. Right in the fucking face hole right there. Gotta like fake her out so I can do some damage. I love that mask. Oh. Damn, damn. It's music. Rapido. Alright, looks like I can't get these second plays kinda. I have to wait till she does it. Hell no. Hell no. Oh, wow. No build up there, bro. Dang. Okay, how many times that big attack got me? I don't want to talk about it. Rapido. What does that mean? What's that thing on our head? Phase 1 or something? Didn't like that, did you? Hi-ya! Get your big stuck, let me help you. I like that noise it makes when you charge it up. Oh, you actually got me. Cheeky misses. Diddly dee. Very healthy health bar. Oh. Alright. What's this now? Too early. Come on, Zau. Never give up. Oh, looks like you can wail on her. Don't get too greedy now, boy. Alright, who's next? She get nasty with us. Ah, that always gets me because I'm reloading. I'm not even watching, I'm watching the reloads. I'm feeling good now. Oh, nice. Are you feeling sick? Did you poop? Did you poop? One of you guys not pooping, and then Bernie said that he hasn't slept in 3 days. Did you sleep? Did you sleep, boy? I say. Did you sleep? Come on, you gotta do better in that game. Come on now. You're messing with a pro. Nope. That reload is killer. I shouldn't look at it at all. It's like Gears of War. This is big, bro. Taking over the show. Does anybody remember that song? Finish this. Don't get greedy now. Time to die, birdie. Oh, you all tired? Bye-bye. Oh, it actually has... Oh, it has phase 2? Yo. That's one ugly. Holy. Kind of hot, actually. Confusedboner.com. Alright, time to calm down your mama, or else. Come on. Yana. This is your mama. We're gonna send her on. Oh, you're gonna do it together? I'm sorry. I had to whoop your mom's ass. Quiet the storms. I love mythologies that do that. They have a god, a purpose for everything. Weather, harvest, names. Jeez. Nice boss.
Every parent knows that one day they must step aside for their child.
How do you feel about public transport? Yeah, we did kind of get into it there, huh?
It can be hard to grasp. Becoming a parent can feel like the death of the self.
I think we're gonna see this a lot, you know. She had to say goodbye to her mom, and Zau had to say goodbye to her.
But there is a liberation in acceptance. A feeling of rebirth. Soon, Liana will prosper. She will give love to this world. But first, she must find herself.
We go west. To the woodlands now, yes?
I am feeling well. Who asked that? You're answering Bernie's question? I am feeling well.
The
Was
great
that-
spirit of nature resides
Was that
there.
your question?
Right.
Have you slept in
Let us
5
go
days?
then.
What
To the woodlands.
started this no sleeping thing? You trying to do a challenge? Kinda looks like he's peeing there. Alright. I think that's Act
rain
1
has
done, is
arrived.
it?
I can feel the pressure of these guys easing.
Nice.
Yes, the great rain brings many blessings for humans and gods alike.
Perfect. Alright, here we go. Was it Journey? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Act 1 is complete. These masks are giving away the boss. This one's going to be a very angry, pissed off tree-man. Travel to the woodlands with him and Pundalo now at peace. The woodlands awaited Zau's arrival, the next venture of his journey. Very good. That's a quarter of the game done. Very nice. Seems like it has some legs to it. What's the crack about saving? Is it just